How do you deal with having such a beautiful girlfriend? Like,
that's because I'm a beautiful man.
So we're at Powerhouse working out. I'm here with my man Roy with RBN Fitness, right? Right?
RBN Fitness, yes,
My man right here. And you know, we're just starting to work out, getting the blood flowing. He was telling me about you always got to make sure that you
warm up properly, you know, give about 5 to 10 minutes to really get the blood flowing before you start with the heavy lift. So make sure to prioritize that, guys.
And people think you're a trader. Why are we at the gym? Because mental is physical. Taking care of this body makes me feel good in the mind, helps my trades go well. The blood's flowing, gets toxins out of the body. Everything you're doing when you're moving is good. Movement is progression, progression is movement. It all is one to me. I got out of my depression by working out. I love going to gyms. I love hanging out. When he reached out to me and said, dude, you gotta come work out. If I didn't take that opportunity, I'd be a fool. This man has the knowledge and the power. And look, and yeah, he's got it all, baby. You seen his girl? You seen his girl?
Now I might teach him.
That's how it works. You progress with progressive people.
Absolutely. Make sure you get the good angle.
Easy, look at this, working it. Right now we're working out, and we're at Powerhouse Gym here in Sunset. This guy.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I'm showing you externals. Bigger cuff. Strengthen these areas before you get into your heavy lifts like the shoulder presses, shoulder laterals. You can do your last set and then we'll start. Good and getting the prettiest girl out there. So honestly, me, it was just lifting weights, just becoming more successful, you know, for me and everyone around me, like the family. So that's what really drove me, man.
Sam Price hitting the shoulder presses. Nice and slow movement. Beautiful form. One more. There we go. Oh man.
$10 years, Roy, huh?
10 years lifting, yeah. I was 19 working on my backyard.
30 years old now.
With wooden weights.
Oh, that? Oh, what? You don't have to keep working. You don't want.
October 3rd, 1992.
That's my daughter's birthday.
No way. Her?
My father's birthday too.
What with her?
They both had the same birthday, October 3rd. Look at that.
Crazy, man.
My daughter's birthday, man. That's the beat, brother.
We bravers, man.
How about your body weight dips? Right here. Best workout for the entire upper body, particularly for the triceps, the chest. To hit the chest, you would lean slightly forward. To hit the triceps, you would be more upright, like how Sam is right now. Beautiful form. Easy money. Easy money. Let's get some facial expressions. If you ain't got these facial expressions in the gym, you're not doing something right. My boy Sam. Let's get that tricep. With dieting, you don't need to be so strict. All you need to do is hit a calorie range. If you're trying to lose weight, then you need to align your eating with your calories. So for example, me myself, and I know that in order for me to lose weight, I need to eat 2,100 calories. So I make sure I try and eat those 2,100 calories from particularly any food, as long as it's semi-healthy. If I want to gain weight, I know that I have to eat about 3,000 calories. So again, I'll eat a good amount of calories. I'll hit that 3,000, and I know that's what I'll have to do every day to gain weight. That's all you got to do, guys. Stay consistent.
So it's all about arching the back all the way. You don't want to hurt your back.
Arch your back. You don't want to be like this. You want to be like this. If you're like this, when you get down here, it's going to put a lot of pressure on your lower back, so you want to keep that arch.
Send that motion into
The moment you can't keep the arch, that means you're going too low for your
See
flexibility.
the time to stop it or to work on a different muscle to make that area stronger so you can do this right.
It's all about core training. Something a lot of people neglect. Always work on your core, your lower back, your core and your back. Connects to everything, every workout you do. When your core is strong, every other muscle group is strong. Stick to it, guys.
How do you deal with having such a beautiful girlfriend? Like,
That's because I'm a beautiful man.
so we just finished our workout. We're chilling. Oh, there's some food. You gotta bulk up, right? You gotta get some protein in you.
Gotta
Right?
replenish right after, man.
You can't just go fast it off. So we're gonna go get some food. We're gonna find some nice food. And we're in Fort Lauderdale, beautiful Florida. Who knows where we end up? We'll show you. Stay tuned. We're valeting the whip right now. We're going to a nice fancy restaurant on the water, man. Dude knows where to go, man. This dude knows where to go. He ain't playing. Dude is not playing around.
He knew me from Instagram.
He's treating me like a king. This dude knew you from Instagram. Look at that. He's like, yo, I know you. Yo, it's just famous, man.
How do I look at the lighting hitting me right here?
Oh, man, it's amazing. Like, little shadow. That's good. I mean, this is gorgeous, right?
This is beautiful.
Like, this is what you eat in Florida.
This is the light right here.
I knew when you hit me up to chill, we were gonna have a good time, man.
Yeah.
Life is always have a good time. Even the training. Grinding, bro. So, what made you join my trading? How did you find me? What made you join my trading group? I'm just so interested. It's like you're doing the gym, you're doing all these other things. But what made you get into? No worries.
Okay, no worries.
What made you get into the trading group?
That's a good question.
Thank you so much. But right now, you're good. You're perfect, Jackie. Lifestyle right now. Thank you very much.
I was always into crypto.
Put it down. You can get it.
Yeah, you can put it down first.
Thank you so much. No.
Thank
Real
you.
life is great.
I was always into crypto. I was watching a couple YouTubers like BitBoy and stuff like that. And then I believe I found you through the algorithm. And I noticed that you will live stream every single day. You were super consistent, more consistent than anyone else. And I was like, man, this guy, he's on his game. He's on his game every single day. You don't see that often. So I would see your charting, you look very professional. And I wanted to take it up a notch. Because obviously I'm a beginner and I want to get better just like everyone else. When you want to get better, you need to invest in yourself, man. You need to invest in yourself. It's like taking any other course. And I decided to do the 99. Absolutely amazing, great community. Sam puts up updates there every single day. I mean, who does that, It's not for anything, I'm not, kissing ass. Sam is on his A game every single day and you don't see that often. So that's how it all started, man. It was a simple YouTube. I found Sam. I was watching his live streams every single day, and I just got influenced to do it, man. Sam was a guy. I mean, no one else is training me, by the way. And I don't feel like I need to. There's many people who they feel like they need to be in multiple trading groups. I don't feel that way. I'm in Frankie Candles, but that one's a free one. Yeah, great dude. He's a great guy. I love him all. Frankie Candles is cool. But I'm not really on that one much. I look at more the lifer updates, the Discord, and that's it, man. It's a great trading group, great community, very positive, very good vibes.
Yeah, talk about failure. Talk about how you use failure in life.
I guess you can say this is failure, maybe not. You can take it however you want, but.
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Let's get it in. Let's listen to this amazing intro. Let's get it started. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. 286 people, 78 likes. That ain't the lifer way, baby. Come on now. You entered my house. You take off your shoes. You wipe your feet before you come in my house. You say thank you to my wife when she serves you some food. you don't hit that like button, I don't know if you're in my family, man. I want to invite you into my home, so I hope you can do the right thing so you can come to dinner. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. This ain't your average YouTube channel. Don't treat me like your average YouTuber. I said it, and I'll say it again. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lover Show. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I just wanted to show off my traps today. That's why I didn't wear a suit jacket. All right, that's the truth. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. Let's get the music back up and running in the background. Let's get it in. Did you do your due diligence today? Did you work out? Did you take care of yourself? Did you go all the way? Or did you go halfway? Let me know. Let me know if you went all the way. Put a thumbs up if you went all the way for yourself today, or if you just went halfway. I guess you can't put a thumbs up. Tomorrow you will, though. Let's put the lemon into the water, all right? Boom, boom, boom. Let's decalcify the pineal gland, get ourselves on another wavelength, be full of vibrational energy and ready to move. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. Let's take a big sip of the lemon water. Let's stay hydrated. The best thing we can do for our bodies is to drink water. It is the greatest thing that we could be doing. May God bless each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time, baby. I love you all, and I appreciate you all. Let's have a big sip of the water. Let's stay hydrated, and let's get into Bitcoin like we do every single day. Oh, it feels so dang good.
How do you deal with having such a beautiful girlfriend? Like,
Oh, what happened there?
It's because I'm a beautiful man.
Okay, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being part of the amazing trading group. The trading group is blowing up. A lot more new people in the group. All the older people, help the new people out. Explain to them what goes on. You know, push them. Give them that little nudge to the right side. Look at this. This is called an Adam and Eve double bottom on the Pocket Network. I teach my students this all the time. All right? And look, I'm going to buy some near. I'm going to start buying into some near because, look, a giant in Adam and Eve and then an Adam and Eve here. I'm starting to experiment with these slanted Adam and Eves. You know, EGLD did it. Another one did it. It's a slanted Adam and Eve. You draw your neckline because they're slanted, inverted head and shoulders. All the patterns come in all different ways, shapes, and sizes. And look, that's a slanted Adam and Eve that definitely broke out. And how you find the measured move is you find the wick here and you take it to the wick. So you find like your headline and you take wick to wick here and then you would put it up here. I can't do this. I'm not on an active chart, but that's what we're talking about here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate all the beautiful lifers. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the 444 horses. Bang, bang, bang. BGL tournaments. What does that mean? I don't know what that is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming in. What is an Eve and then an Adam? Hey. Sometimes it goes the other way, but an Adam and Eve double bottom. Look, Bitcoin right now could be making an Adam and Eve double bottom. There's your, right? And we could be making something like this for the movement to the upside, just like we made this for the movement to the downside. Look, that's an Adam and Eve double top. That's an Adam and Eve double bottom. If you can't see it before it happens, I'm going to be able to trade all around you. I can project into the future, and I can see things before they even happen. It's absolutely insane. STEPN also in a giant. Look at this. If you look at the daily here, STEPN also in the Adam and Eve double bottom. These things are known to pop. Not only do they pop up to the neckline, so this should pop up to the neckline, and it's also above the 200 SMA on the daily. So I take the moving averages. And dude, literally to make money in the last few weeks, all you need to know is an Adam and Eve double bottom is and how to get above the 200 SMA. It was that simple. I'm not trying to be rude. And then maybe throw in some hidden bullish divergence and some cup and handle stuff, and you're good to go. Like, you start to really, really get the sauce. So Fit for Biz brought me to this community. He inspired me to get involved. BGL tournaments, we love you. We appreciate you. Let me pop up the chat. And you know what? Let's cheer you on for jumping on in today. We love you. Shout out to BGL Tournaments in the house. And I believe that may have been your first super chat. Usually it tells me if it is your first super chat. Did you send 2 already? Let's take a look here into the fan funding. Yep. Let's celebrate your first super chat, buddy. I love when someone sends their first super chat in. It's like a very special moment for me because it means we're building a connection. I only give super chats to people I really love and appreciate and that I really hope do well. So, you know what I mean? God bless you, brother. Thank you for throwing in the super chat my way. I greatly appreciate it. Did you work out today, everyone? I want to know if you went after it. When I'm 50 years old, I'm going to look like Vince McMahon and, you know, or I probably said his name wrong, but the guy, you know, the WWF guy, that guy is insane. He still works out every day. His work ethic is insane, and that's the key, all right? God bless everybody here on the love. Yeah, the sound is beautiful, man. Shout out to everybody here. Jimmy Villain, get your sound up, buddy. You're messing up, all right? I can see the board booming. See, I know when there's sound because this is actually the board. Now, if there's no... Now there's sound. See, I'm in control of the situation. May God bless each and every one of you. Don't troll me, all right? If you're trolling me, I'm going to find out. Don't get Vince's stash, though. Look, don't get Vince's stash look, though. What do you mean? Oh, that's funny. I mean, that dude looks amazing. He's so diesel, it's ridiculous. Anyway, let's get into Bitcoin and talk about it. Pocket Network booming to the upside. I'm just looking for that pullback on the daily. It might not even do it. Let's take a look at the 4-hour. This thing could get atrocious. A lot of coins are starting to build up. A lot of small caps are starting to get some shine. You know what I mean? Because people have made money now in Solana and Matic and the safe ones. And now they're like, you know what? I made some money in the safe ones. I might just want to venture on out to something bigger, something a little more risky that could pay me off a little bit more. So that's kind of being the attraction here. The money flows into Bitcoin. Then it flows into the larger cap gems. Then it flows into Pocket Network. You never know, right? But this, you know, and there's no guarantees here, but this is a nice SR flip. I look for the Pocket Network to kind of chill right there. And if this 4-hour can turn, I could see this thing going up 46%. I'd put an alert right here and watch it. And I just gave you free sauce right there off the bat. I didn't have to, but I did because I love you. All right? And I appreciate everyone that spends their time with me. Thank you so much for jumping on in and being a part of the Crypto Lifer live stream. All right? Moving forward, let's take a look at BTC, USDT on the move on Binance, right? If you were with me, we already talked about the flag that we saw on the 7-minute time frame. Let's get into the 7-minute. Let's break it down. Let's talk about it. So Bitcoin, they brought it up a little bit. They got everyone excited. They brought it down a little bit. What are we seeing? What's happening? How can we break this down? Well, you know, the flag stays a flag if you can break back inside the flag. Right now, we are getting rejected, but the 7-minute suggests that this was just a liquidity run. And they're getting grimy lately. Be honest, I'm going to teach you something that I noticed. When Bitcoin didn't have a supply, it was 2017, 18, it didn't have much of a supply shock. You know, this used to happen, but not as much. As Bitcoin gets closer and closer to the halving, you have to remember, these people are really greedy. The market makers and the whales, they're greedy people. You know, they go after it. They have no shame. They will wreck 1 million people to get what they want. They do not care, okay? So when you think about that, all right, one thing I want to talk about is so everyone bought into this flag. I didn't long this flag. I told everyone to watch how the 7-minute plays out. Make sure it got above this level. I wanted to see it break above this level. And I don't like to trade on Fridays too, so I did not trade on Fridays. Ton, 1 hour, 4-hour weekly price discovery. Thank you. Shout out to Trevor333. Thank you for the super chat. God bless you, Trevor, with that baby blue and the Canadian 333. Thank you so much for jumping on in and being a part of the live. Everybody, big deal, big deal, big deal. I want you to join my newsletter. Let me get that from my man Shano right now. Shano, send me those links, buddy. Every day I need your help. I am an ADHD maniac. I got you from yesterday, though. I got you, baby. I got you, Shano. I got you. Shout out to Sean. I love you. Shout out to Jamie. I love you. Shout out to Lakochi Coker. I love you. Shout out to GF Burke. I love you. Shout out to everybody that is on the Lifer team. And I love everybody, but the Lifer team, I just want to give a big shout out to them. Also, everyone on the Blue Crew that makes this show happen. All my moderators that come through all the time. Crypto Bear Baker, David AKDK, I love you too, ma'am. All my elite traders and everybody that makes it happen. Jay, the editor. Jay, you're unbelievable. Your editing is just amazing. We are blowing it out of the park. My team is the strongest team in the game. We compete with big channels that have like 17 employees, and we do really, really good, man. And we're like a chop shop of small mom and pop shop, really, with me and my wife. And God bless my wife, man, who still pushes forward. And she's in the team, really getting the Cyber Monday sale, Black Friday sale together, getting all the marketing, getting everything together. It's been an amazing experience, CEOing this company and being a part of an amazing team. So God bless everybody. When I started this journey, I just thought I was going to be a YouTuber and a guy that did the charts. I did not know I was going to be CEOing, having business meetings, sitting down with my team. That was the funnest part because that was always my dream, right? Running my own company and being a boss, right? And actually, I don't, not about being the boss, but, setting things in motion. And you'll be, it's almost like working for your employees, making sure they have what they need, making sure everyone has what they need. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. So Bitcoin, we're going to break it down. We're going to look at a bunch of different ideas. All right, and we're going to start at top-down analysis. Right now, the 7-minute does want to climb back to the upside. We're looking at some chop, starting to make a bit of a symmetrical triangle here, right? I see it before you do, all right? And that's what we're starting to see for Bitcoin. Can it bounce back up and down here? And also, could it get back inside that channel? You don't want to lose this trend line. If you do that, then you're going to fall further to the downside. So right off the bat, just before I jump into the bigger analysis, I just wanted to get you guys situated. We're in a 50-50 pattern beginning to form. It's going to be turning into a symmetrical triangle based on the 7-minute time frame and some liquidity above us. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a bid move to the upside like this. BOOKMAP does suggest that we go lower. All right, if you look at BOOKMAP, it's holding us with a big form of liquidity. Our lowest point right here is 35,220. Shout out to Jimmy Villain in the house. Let's celebrate Jimmy Villain's first super chat. Bang, bang, bang. Thank you so much for doing that, and I love the baby blue, man. God bless you all for being here. Blessings on blessings. And what I love to do, too, is you go to fan funding, and they get, I usually can put a little check there. I guess maybe it'll come soon. Weird. But, maybe it's your first super chat. But after that, I'll be able to put a little lifer heart there and say thank you. All right? I don't want to, everything's fine. Okay, cool. Let's get back into the live chat. 689 souls in the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Welcome to all the new people here on the live. Lifers, Lego My Sats 369, my man, with the $10 super chat. God bless you. Thank you so much for the love. Wow, $25 in chat revenue. You people just bought me breakfast. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And no, every time you guys tip me here and we have a good day, I go right to the restaurant, and that tip goes right to my man at Joe's Cafe, baby. So God bless my people over there. God bless my man, Gender. Gender, I love you. You may never see this. I'm going to maybe play it for you when I go to lunch later on. But Gender, I love you, man. Dude's like the hardest working guy, always super nice. And he's a gem to have at the restaurant. So Gender, man, you're the man, dude. If you're out there anywhere, God bless you, brother. All right, so the liquidity is to the downside, period. BOOKMAP is usually right, so there's about an 80% chance, everyone, that we do go down to 35,190 today. Just be prepared. You've heard it here first. When you see it later on today, do not be surprised. It doesn't mean it has to happen for sure. I have seen liquidity here not get taken, but it's like only 10 or 20% of the time. Most of the time, we do see a bit of and this looks like a long squeeze could be coming to the downside. I would be careful trading on Friday. Casper, short-term and long-term. Shout out to RC Moore. God bless you. Thank you so much for jumping on in. All right. Damp season, baby. Dumb season, you mean, yeah. 6 will have an ETF. I don't know. That's crazy. Who said that? That's some new news for me. I had never heard of that. I just jumped in, though. We are already up on that 6 call, C6. But we'll see what happens from there. All right. Sean, thank you so much for the love, man. I greatly appreciate it. So, everyone, I want you to join the trading group if you want to change your life. I'm here every single day, and I've changed many people's lives. So I know that if you join my trading group, I can change your life. I know I can for a fact. So jump on into the trading group today. I would greatly appreciate it. CryptoLifer.com. CryptoLifer.com, baby. And that's really where the magic happens. Then on top of that, MEXC is the place to be. All right? MEXC is the place to be. And I'm going to show you why MEXC is amazing. Right now, they're doing 0 spot maker and taker fees. I've never seen that. Everyone else is going to take you. You can DCA into Bitcoin for 0 fees. I bought $500 on Binance, $5,000 on Binance. They charged me like about $480 and added $100 to the price. Here, I could have bought in USDC on my Coinbase account, sent it to MEXC, bought Bitcoin, sent the Bitcoin back to my Coinbase account, and I would have had Bitcoin at 0 maker and taker fees. So that's awesome. And also future, if you limit in 0 fees, only a taker fee. If you're flashing out or marketing out, it's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. And if you hold the MX token, up to 2,000 tokens or maybe 1,000 tokens, you also get a discount on your fees, making it a utility token, which I find absolutely amazing. So MEXC is the place to be. Jump into the link below if you want to pay no fees. If you're sick of paying fees. If you DCA and you're not even a big-time trader, great place to go. If you do futures trading, great place to go. It has the best futures trading setup that I've ever seen. It's so intuitive. It's so simple and easy. MEXC is the place to be. Also, shout out to ITrust Capital. They're awesome. I love ITrust Capital. What you can do with ITrust Capital is you can move your money, okay, into our IRA or a Roth IRA today. I find it absolutely amazing. And they also have coins that I didn't think they had. When I first started, I thought, oh, man, they might just have a few, you know, but if you look at their markets, I mean, I'm really impressed with what they got going on. They got Uniswap, Cardano, Avalanche, Solana, all the top coins that you want to be paying attention to for sure. They even have littler coins like Shiba Inu, okay? And but they're gonna have everything that really could change your life here. I love it. I love it. And if you can, but the cool thing is, if SHIB does a 10x and you sell into Bitcoin, you pay 0 taxes inside of this IRA account. So hey, you can also do precious metals and cryptocurrencies in the same account. And speaking of that, BingX, which I want to bring up, is doing an awesome $2,500 bonus rewards for all the lifers. So if you hit our link and you jump on in, we're going to have a bonus rewards for you guys. So jump on in. The terms, event time is from the 14th to the 28th, 14 days, limited to 50 users, first come, first serve. Bonuses are with 5x leverage and are effective for 14 days. Any users in the, such as multiple accounts, same IP, will be removed. BingX reserves the right to the final interpretation of the event, just to break it down. But bonuses will be issued immediately after registration. 50K bonus USD voucher. Jump on in if you do the first task and register and continue to do that, all right? And they're going to share 2,500 bonus in rewards to 50 people, $50 to 50 people. Let's get it in. Get your $50 today if you want to jump on in with my link to BingX. It's awesome. All right. Now, this is what I see for Bitcoin, and now we're going to do our top-down analysis. If we lose this level, we're going to test this low, and then we're going to test this low, and we're going to break all this other stuff down, show you the bigger time frames, and really break it down to brass tacks. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the moving averages. I'm going to go to the weekly, even the 2-week now, and we're going to take a look at the 2-week chart. We're going to go to BTC, USD on Coinbase. I think it has just a larger chart, a lot more information. You can also go to, I'll go to BTC USD all-time history index. Just the pricing will be a little different. See, it's a little different usually on the all-time history index. Let's bring that music down a little bit too there. Okay. My name is Samuel James Price. I've been trading for 15 years, since I was 25 years old, and I've battled the markets. I've battled my emotions, and I've been through a lot of ups and downs when it comes to trading. All right. I know your feelings when you're trading leverage and you go all in and you ruin days of trading. I know how you're feeling when you don't use a stop and you thought you were going to go long term, but then you switch to short term. I know what it's like to sell a bag and watch it pump. I know what it's like to not get into a bag and watch it pump. Everything that's happened to you has happened to me. I can teach you the psychology of trading. I can help you get through the ups and downs. I can help your life and change your life forever. I am not a financial advisor or an investment advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor or do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. Never do what a YouTuber does, all right? You can learn my education, and then you can take it from there. So right off the bat, we're talking about the 2-week chart, and everyone sees that we could have been in this, rising wedge. However, we broke out of the rising wedge, and we negated the fact that we were going to break to the downside. Measured move of the rising wedge is the length of the base here to the upside, and that puts us at about 48,000, which takes us to the next resistance mode. Will that happen? I mean, so far, the 2-week chart is great. We want this thing to close above the wick, though. So far, everything is looking good on the 2-week, and the 2-week still has momentum to the upside. The 2-week is one of my go-to charts. I've been able to allocate into Bitcoin at the perfect times, and I'm going to show you how. Years ago, I was buying Bitcoin, and I got lucky enough to buy it pretty early. I always do that fear, and then But look at this. Fear and greed index is at 63 now. It was already at 70. I like that it came down all the way. That's good for us. We want to get it back here to neutral if we can before our next big pump. We don't want to get too into the greed. If the greed gets too high, it's time to take some profits. So that 37, 38K region was heavy greed. It was time to take some profits in the greed. I kept saying, everyone, we got to take profits here. I was showing you that I had bags of US Tether. I was selling bags. I was getting in and out of coins that I just want to talk about how it's important. You could build again, you do whatever you want, but I take profits when I can in the market. All right. STEPN also in a giant Adam and Eve double bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if it pumps up to 60 cents. Then it gets above the 200 SMA, which it is. And the measured move for this thing is $1.09. This thing could 4x back to its potential area here, and it could probably do it within 2 to 3 months or less. Again, I don't know. I don't own any of this coin. No one's ever asked me to talk about this coin. I never promote coins in this channel. The only thing I want to talk about, I don't promote anybody's coin. If someone emails me, hey, can you talk about our coin? We'll give you $1,000. I will not do it. Why? Because my name is everything. My voice is everything. And you know what? I can't control that project. So whatever, even if they're the greatest people and I trust them, I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm not putting my name on something that I didn't create. I created my trading group, okay? And then things that I actually use. I created my trading group. I like ITrust Capital. I like BingX. I like MEXC. And I like BOOKMAP, right? Those are the things that I actually use in TradingView. Anything that I put out on my link, I actually use. And I know because I've used it and I understand it. Like a Trezor hardware wallet. I know the Trezor hardware wallet. So I believe that getting one is an amazing idea for you. Get yourself a hardware wallet today. Do not leave all your money on an exchange, please. Please, I'm telling you right now, it's happened to the best of the best in crypto. You know, and make sure you have redundancies too. And I can teach you all those different things if you join the trading group and get involved. We're going to break down Bitcoin now on the bigger time frame, and we're going to stay on it. So look, this is still on the way to break up to 48,000. All right. Our next big resistance on the 2-week chart is sitting at 37,944. Oh yeah, let me show you my special sauce. So how I buy Bitcoin on the lows, and I'm teaching people this all the time. I started getting into Bitcoin down here, $1,000 when it first started. I didn't even know about the halving and what was coming and all that. By here, then I figured out what the halving was. So what I do is I wait for the halving. I understand what the halving is, number one, right? So the halving came here in May of 2020. So number one, you front run halvings, right? And here was May of 2016. Man, they come every 4 years. And then look, we have one coming up here now. It's so amazing. Like, this is one of the greatest times to be in cryptocurrency right now. And we have a halving coming right there in Bitcoin. This is one of the greatest times. And look how Bitcoin likes to propel itself. If we didn't have the pandemic, I believe it would have moved up into the halving. Like this one, if you look back up into the halving. And people know the scarcity is coming. The scarcer Bitcoin gets. Remember, we used to be trading on my channel here, and the highest Bitcoin ever was 20K. And I was on my channel, and I was like, you know what? It could go, blah, blah, blah. I was drawing this pattern because I'm a simple guy. If you remember my channel, I was drawing this. We called the bullish retest off of the top of the pendant. And boom. And if you can go back and actually go find this time, go back and find the date of my channel, March of 2020. And I was drawing this exact pattern, talking about Bitcoin getting to 29,000 before it even happened. It did it exactly. Then I even showed this shoulder, this head and this right shoulder that broke to the upside. Just, amazing. So I was able to call that pump for Bitcoin before it happened. I was adamant about it. I was telling everyone it's going to change your life. And that's really what put me on the map. Got me from 4,000 to 8,000 subs. And then people started realizing this guy's got some sauce. And things started to get kind of out of control. So I'm really good on the macro. I'm really good on the micro. I can trade the 30-second chart, the 1-second chart, but I can also give you a large perspective on the weekly and the 2-week chart. So listen, we got the halving coming. I buy when the stochastics get low. And look at, this is Bitcoin's life cycle. And that's why I like putting things in very simple perspective. This is Bitcoin's life cycle. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times to buy Bitcoin at these levels. 7 times in your life. I mean, that's not a lot, consider it, right? And so whenever Bitcoin, and this is when I started buying Bitcoin, I didn't even know, but I was doing it. I was buying at the perfect time. I bought this exact bottom. I'm telling you right now, I have the receipts to prove it. And then when this came down, I bought this too for Bitcoin. 2 whole Bitcoins in this area and even a little bit more to make sure, because I was like, man, this thing's going to be huge. Anything below 5,000 was a steal. Just like I'm telling you right now, anything below 40,000 is a steal. Again, if you zoom out to boom out, you will see the big picture. The big picture will change your life. So look, when the stochastics on the 2-week get low and the fear and greed index will come into this area, they'll coincide. So the fear and greed index will get way into the fear, this heavy shaded area. And that's my friend. And then I'll see the Stokes are low on the 2-week chart. And I've been able to buy bottom for Bitcoin, And then this one, you had to know what bullish divergence was on the weekly because you would have bought this low, but the low is really right there, which when the Stokes was a little higher, which is an interesting concept because people think, what? I thought it was always when the Stokes were low, but it is. But you got to know divergences. Divergences will change your life. So once you get everything situated, then you got to understand the divergences because man. And look, I mean, when Bitcoin was sitting here, it was moving up on the 2-week chart. See this? But it was moving down on the 2-week. The price was moving down while the stochastics moved up. That is weekly, 2-week bullish divergence. I'm almost never seen bullish divergence on the 2-week chart. You know what I mean? It's like so rare, it's ridiculous. So whenever that was what forced me to call a bottom for Bitcoin. Once I found this divergence, had to have been the bottom. Had to have been. And I went back and I looked at all the different assets throughout the world, right? Like, look, this is how I know Bitcoin bottomed here. This is how I'm like, I'll put my channel on the line, right? And again, anything is possible. We could have a black swan, a world war, I guess, but I don't project negativity. I believe that we're smarter. I believe that we can never have a world war again. Because we have too much technology. It just doesn't make sense. Also, all the countries are into business. Everyone's into business. War would stop business. You know what I mean? We wouldn't be able to do business. It wouldn't help us. We're all too connected right now. So I believe world war is just something that's not going to happen. I think they're just they're trying to scare you, in my humble opinion. And if we all believe it can't happen, then it can't too. They try to create the narrative. If they tell us it's going to happen, we'll make it happen. But if we tell ourselves it's not going to happen, it won't. Our mindset actually creates the reality. Don't you understand? So what governments try to do is they try to scare the populace because they actually study mindset and vibrational energy, psychology, and they know if they feed enough things to the masses that the masses will create it for them. We have to take control. We are the ones in control. They are not in control. They are not in control. We are in control. All right? I want to make that very, very clear. And remember, you are not a victim. And you cannot play the victim in your life. You are the hero in your life. Either you're a victim or the hero. Which one do you want to be? I choose to be the hero, okay? I'm not going to sit down and lay down. I made my own job. Like, look at the job that I live. It's my own job. I made it. It didn't even exist. I created it. You can create your own form of life. Your own form of sustenance. I'm telling you right now, it'll change your life. So anyway, let me just prove to you why it's very likely that Bitcoin has bottomed. Cass at 1152, we're going to take a look at that. But it's very likely why Bitcoin has bottomed, and let's talk about it. All right? We're going to break it down for you right here, right now. So here's the deal. I'm going to look at the S&P, all right? ES1, which is the S&P futures. And we're going to get into the S&P too later on. I like this flag that's forming here. As long as that flag stays through, I see the S&P making a massive move to the upside. If we go to the weekly on the S&P, all right, and look at that beautiful cup and handle. 3 weeks. I called this 3 weeks ago. This Friday is 3 weeks to the time when I called this pump to the upside. I'm doing my macro analysis today. You're going to get it at Friday afternoon. You're going to get ready for that pre-recorded, beautifully edited, high-quality video. It's just going to take you where you want to go. So right here, if we look at the weekly, where were our bottoms? Well, there was a weekly bullish div right here. There's one right there, right? And keep going. That slanted down, that slants down. It's not really strong. There was probably a divergence on a smaller time frame there. That was your pandemic dump. But there it is again right there. Okay? 2. And there it is again right there. 3. 1, it called the bottom for the S&P beautifully. 2, it called the bottom for the S&P beautifully. 3, it called the bottom for the S&P beautifully. It happened 1, 2, 3 times since 2009. All right? This thing comes every 7 years, 8 years, something like that. It's a very rare signal. Bitcoin, however, accelerates because it doesn't take days off, right? It pumps more. It has more days of trading, so it does things faster. Bitcoin had the weekly bullish div right there. I compared this to every chart in the world, not just the Dow Jones, the ES1, gold, silver, oil, you name it, anything that I could chart. And I was able to see that we were likely, they're always a bottom. And so that told me that we likely bottomed for Bitcoin. Also, Bitcoin never loses the 786 really on any of its big moves. And look, it came right down here. 786 retracement, basically a little, yep, to the wick there, boom. I guess it's a little lower than it. If you want to take it from that low, though. It's a 786 retracement, pretty close to it, a little bit below. Then it used it as support, but it's just very rare for Bitcoin to go any lower than that in a bear market retracement, all right? Anyway, so that's why I believe we have bottomed 100%, because there's some new people on the channel. I don't know if you saw me call the bottom. I don't know who here was with me when I called the bottom. Who here even believes that I called the bottom? I want to hear from you guys. Did I call the bottom? You know what I mean? I'm the strongest start of your spelling. Spell your own reality into existence. I am is the strongest start of your spelling. I am. 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 Sam, has any exchange denied? I haven't used it yet. I haven't gotten it yet. You got to wait for to actually come. You know what I mean? You did indeed, my man. First to call it. Nailed the bottom. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. I was there. He called the bottom perfectly. I was here. You called it. Can you take a look at Tectum? And stuck by it. Crypto Billy, I love you. You call everything, man. Bottom confirmed. 100%. Yes, I was there. I saw you buying the bottom live. Bought 15.8 with you. I was here with the call, the bottom. If you were in the live, you're at the right place at the right time. I seen it. Okay. Okay, wow. So I'm just, it's good that I just want to, my validity is your validity. My community speaks for me. I don't have to speak for myself. My community speaks for me. Let's get us to 1,000 watches, everybody. The likes at 288 gets me going. 900 people, man. Just hit the like button on your phone. Swip it. Hit the like. Whatever you got to do. Let's get it in. I do not take days off. The hardest working man in crypto. Pay the man his like. Shout out to Birdman. Don't let me send my crew. Your middle name is I called it. He called the bottom. I seen it myself. Just amazing. Best trader in the game. 100%. We're all lucky to have Sam as a mentor. You did call the bottom that day. I questioned it. But you were right. Wow. I wasn't here a lot. I called 18K bottom before 15K bottom. A lot of people called each bottom as all. I did think 19K could have been the bottom, and I'll show you why. Because the bullish divergence played out right here. But then we had the Black Swan event from Sam Bankman-Fried, and it just solidified a stronger bullish div. But we did have bullish div here, and then we got the one more move. Okay? Bought it with you, dumped everything in between 15.8 and 16. You called the bottom at 19K as well, though. So let's be honest. Finished my whole Bitcoin at 18K. Yeah, right here, this looked like the bottom. If you go back in time, 100%. Before the Black Swan event. So you're a watcher, right? But also the divergence wasn't fully formed. The stochastics weren't fully low yet. I never really did, but look, see this? And then boom, I mean, I just nudged it a little bit, you know? And at that point, I was like, there's your bottom for sure. You know what I mean? So I was working on it, but I still did call that as a bottom. You know? I was there when he called it. I was here. I bought at 16K. Your 19K Bitcoin was clutch as Ray Allen's corner 3 against the Spurs. Funny. Good morning. Anyway, let's get back into brass tacks for Bitcoin. Who cares if I call the bottom or not? It's over now. It is what it is, right? Let's help you. Forget about me. Let's help you. I'm living life. Things are going well for me. I want things to go well for you now. My goal in life now is to help other people live a good life. That's it. That's my goal for the rest of my life, to spread God's word and to help you get where you're going. All right? And if you want to join my school and you can help me get where I'm going together, we kind of, we make a beautiful team, don't we? So jump on it today if you want to join I feel like it's a university. It's a place of learning. It's a place of pushing yourself to the limit. All right? So look, Bitcoin resistance at 38,200. All right? That's going to be a key resistance area. As I talk to everyone, I am not bearish unless we break below this trend line. If we break below it, then yes, we're likely going to come right down to 31,300. If we lose that, we're coming right down to 24. I mean, you can see it. You can see it on the weekly. We will have a little bit of support at 28,200. Could we see 25K again? Anybody, do you think we see 25K again? Let's put it in the poll here. What do you guys think? Do you think we see... Do you think we see 25K again? I want to see what the poll says. We'll come back to it in a second. We'll get a general consensus here, and make sure while you're up here seeing the blue stuff, join CryptoLifer.com, change your life, get the education you deserve, stop playing games. It's time for you. It's time for you. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer University, baby. CLU, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Actually, you calling this runs a bottom is huge. It validated you again. People can go back and check those video receipts. It's all there. Yeah. Too many videos, right? So the weekly, it looks okay. It is getting bearish. It's our first bearish weekly candle in 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, right? So, hey, we do have to heed it. We don't want to see a swing parry pattern or tweezer tops. Those are topping up patterns, right? Topping tails, tweezer tops. If this closes tweezer tops, that will be I will heed that as bearish. It doesn't mean we couldn't move sideways, but I will heed that as slightly bearish. We are somewhat making an ascending triangle here with that trend line, all right? So just something to think about here. But once we break this trend line, we're going to be dropping right back down to there. And I know that. It's pretty obvious to me. They might do a bear trap and just wick it down and wick it back inside. We'll be watching that in the smaller time frames. But I'm already wary of what's going to happen here in this market and paying attention, all right? And you should too, because you never know. Then you want to pull a fib here. And if you do come down, we're looking at the 786 or possibly the golden pocket here for a bounce. That would be nice hidden bullish divergence. That would play out likely too. Let's go to the 5-day chart. The 5-day chart, and I'm flipping on the moving averages now. We have to lose the 200 SMA, and we have to lose this line. So we're not bearish until those two things occur. But however, 2 bearish candle closes on the 5-day. We just closed a 5-hour candle, a 5-day candle bearish. All right. Now it had a buyout wick though, so it did show that it's hitting support or resistance here. 35,441 is support on the 5-day chart. All right. Put a limit order 25K. It'll be fast if it does. People voting yes, bought low. People voting no are sideline. Like The Rock said, it doesn't matter. We traded up and down, baby. Amen. Amen. But Bitcoin is struggling here at 35,969. I'm almost done with the bigger time frame. We can get into the smaller time frame, see if there's a scalp short or something coming our way. I don't like to overtrade on Fridays. If I do see an opportunity, we'll take it, but I don't like to overtrade on Fridays. So anyone know how to, I want to make this a dotted line. Like I want to make this a less intrusive dotted line that I just kind of see hanging out. It's one thing I should know, right? Info line, extended line, trend angle, trend line. What I can do is I can right click it, hit the settings, but it's going to change everything, right? Visibility, style. There, the dotted line there. Yeah. I like that. But then when I go do it again, I got to change it. I don't like the dotted lines with my, But that's a line that I want to keep on the channel. I just want to keep watching that And that's something that I'm going to be adamant about watching. So the daily could be making a beautiful ascending triangle here, getting ready for a bigger move. All right, here's your most bullish. So our bearish scenario, and then after I do the dotted line, I right click, hit the settings, and just set it back to the line. Normal, yeah. And then what I can do is when I grab this now, I should be able to delete that. And then, and Alt T. Ooh, no, now I'm messing up now. Now I'm going to see dotted lines for the rest of the day. Oh no. Maybe it's here. Oh no. Dotted lines on my trends now for the rest of the day. I got to get out of that. Okay, so yeah, I get it. I know what I got to do. I didn't realize that that's what I did. Sorry. All right, we're good to go. Oof. You never know, man. When you're OCD like me, you don't want things messing up like that. All right. Dotted lines are kind of cool, though. I kind of like them in a way now. Maybe it becomes my new thing. I don't know. I think it will be kind of... Anyway. So, yeah, we already drew that. Movement up to 48,000 is possible for Bitcoin. That's my measured move there. 48,658. That's a very, very big possibility for BTC. All right. Lifer, thoughts on Chili's and Rollbit? A/O to Jimmy P. AO Jimmy P. Shout out to Jimmy P. Shout out to Stanford Mindco LLC. And we're sitting at 36,000, holding $36,010. So remember, we break this trend line, it's going to be a big deal. That's a spider line that we're definitely holding, and that's the top of this rising wedge. We break in here, then the rising wedge could break down. We could double bottom here at 25,000. We could lose it and come all the way down. We could even tussle with the low again and see 15K, 16K. Anything is possible. I want you to be open-minded. See, the difference between me and how I used to be is I used to be so stuck in what I thought. Like it had to be bullish or bearish. I could never see both ways. And I was, because my security, my mental security, because I was mentally weak. And my mental security would not allow me to be able to see both sides of the picture. I wasn't mentally mature yet. You know, your dad is looking down and smiling on you. So proud, Sebby. Thank you, Timmy. I love you, brother. That means the world to me that you connect with me on that level. And Sean, let me see. I think you did it yesterday, but send me that little dove again. I just keep missing it. That's how you know I have like severe, yeah, I'm not even going to say it. I also suffer from dry mouth a lot. It's crazy. My mouth is so dry right now. We take a look at the 4-hour time frame. So the daily looks interesting. So let's get back into this. So the 5-day, we're not going to be bearish unless we break this dotted line and we break the yellow 200 SMA. Once we do that, that's going to be a big deal. So I'm going to be one of the first people to show you when we are bearish. Also, once you get above the 5-day 200 SMA, right there, you got above it. Only the pandemic brought us lower than it. It's very rare that you go back below it, but anything is possible. But once you do close candles above, it's very rare you go back below it. But anything is possible. Just remember that. But it'll be a rare occurrence. All right. There's our halving coming up for us on that blue line there. May, by giving us free money through crypto. Is there any one thing I've learned is that rich people love making us plebes rich as well by giving us free money through crypto. I feel XRP is about to rip. Got some longs. Can you please take a look at sushi? It's looking for some kind of movement. Yeah, I actually went over sushi. We'll take a look at it. 5 days up and now bearish. It was a bull market, right? I don't know. I mean, I never called the bull market 100%. I told you once you get above a 200 SMA on the daily. See, that's the thing. Look at the chart. Stop listening to other people. Look what happened. When the S&P got above the 200 SMA on the weekly, that's a bull run, right? When you flip the daily 200 SMA, that's a bull run. Look what happened to Bitcoin on the weekly. It's above the 200 SMA. That's usually the beginning of a bull run. So I have to say, by going I would only have to give you the data. If you go to every asset in the world, so what I love about what I do is I don't say anything. It's not, look what Sam said. No, it doesn't work like that. It's not what I say, you know. Crypto Lifer University and change your life, man. Yeah, jump on into the Crypto Lifer University, man, and change your life. I'm telling you right now. Hit the link to Crypto Lifer and change your life. I love yo, Dave, you're the man, dude. Oop, and there it is. We'll replace it. All right, cool. I'll get that in a second here. So whenever you get above a 200 SMA on the weekly time frame, go back and look at any asset. So I just tell you the truth, everyone. I just look at oil. Look at oil India, right? Which is a big old stock, right? India LTD. Look what happened when we got above the 200 SMA on the weekly. We were gone. That started a big bull run. Look, I even showed you that oil is about to go up and the dollar's going to tank. Oil's going to 473. Gasoline's going to go up in price. We had a little bit of a time, but this says that oil's going to go back up. You know what I mean? So they tried to say inflation's better. I don't know. And now they're saying they're going to cut rates, right? Someone say the halving may come in April too. And I'm an April baby. Man, to deliver a halving near my birthday or around my birthday would be unbelievable. One of my good friends says, we're turning 41. He said, we should have done a big 40. He's like, but he loves Mobb Deep so much. And, 41st side. So he says he wants to throw a 41st side party. And he wants to get Nas to perform. My buddy's a multimillionaire. Maybe I'll invite whoever. You know what it is? Maybe I'll do an exclusive giveaway. And I'll pick someone to come with me on that party. But my guy called me the other day. He said, Sammy, I'm going to throw a big party for our 41st birthday. I'll take care of it. Flights, everything. And I'm going to get Nas to do a private what he loves to do. He likes to spend like $50,000 a night and have he's done it he did it for us. He did Mobb Deep once in this tiny dive bar in Brooklyn. He did, so he's like, dude, I'm gonna have Nas perform for us on our 41st birthdays. It might be in Vegas, I'm not sure, but it's gonna be sometime in April. And he's like, our birthdays are 10 days apart. He's like, dude, one of my buddies, he owns Fluent, he owns a company, he hit the NASDAQ, man. He's a CEO he's actually the CTO now, but, or the COO. Yeah. But yeah, man, my buddy, man. Shout out to my buddy Ryan. God bless you, brother. I don't want to blow him up too much. But yeah, man, I have some insane friends, man. And this was his idea. He called me 2 days ago. He's like, dude, we doing 41st side birthday, bro. All the way in Vegas, man. And you won't hear that on any of the YouTube channel, man. That 44th side, baby. I lived in Queens, man, for 10 years of my life, bro. Even more, probably. So I go, I'm Queens all day long, baby. The 718, man. The 718, man. How could I not like Comega? I was born in 1983, man. By the time I was 13, 1996. Come on. Anyway, so Bitcoin in this ascending triangle on the weekly, the 5-day chart, unless we lose the yellow line, we're going to be okay. All right. And it could happen. Remember, anything is possible. I love how these moving averages are starting to move. We need the 3-day to touch the 21-day moving average. All we need is this to go sideways. So we needed a red candle. Why? If we went up too far, we would have got too far away from the 21 and we would have a nasty crash. You don't want Bitcoin to pump too fast. You want it to go nice and easy. This is a really good thing that's happening. This is very healthy market structure. It really, really is. So, as long as we can stay inside this pattern, it'll be better. If we break back down, I'll change my tune slightly, but this is beautiful. You don't want to go up too fast. Trust me. Everyone wants the gains, but if you go up too fast, you come down hard, man. Just remember that. You want a nice, slow movement to the upside. All right? A nice, slow movement to the upside. Binance to remove XRP, ETH, ADA, Matic, Sol, and 15 other cryptos in rub pairs. The world's largest crypto exchange, Binance, on Friday is removing select spot trading pairs. Binance is taking down major crypto, including Cardano, Polygon, BNB, Litecoin, Solana. The move will impact crypto markets as Binance ceased crypto trading in the Russian ruble. This is just in the ruble, man. All right? In ruble pairs. That's it. They're just removing these in ruble pairs. This is kind of like a clickbait. You know what I mean? Binance is announcing on November 7th they remove some pairs for spot trading, such as 80 ruble. You know what I mean? They don't want to be, maybe they're doing some sanctions. They don't want to be connected to the Russian ruble, whatever, right? But just, if you look at the article, you're like, they're removing Matic and Sol. It looks like the whole world's collapsing, man. They loved clickbait, guys. So just don't get too caught up in this nonsense, right? But they are taking, if I was in Russia, I might be a little pissed. But they can just convert to US Tether, man, and then get in. They don't need the ruble pair. You know what I mean? So 21-day, as long as they have Bitcoin, they'll be fine anyway. They don't need anything else. It's funny. So the daily, now let's take a look at the daily. The daily is far away, but you had a golden cross right there. Usually you do not come and dump right down to the 200 SMA after a golden cross. Also, we're starting to build what's called a hidden bullish divergence. This is swinging up, and if we want this to keep coming down, and even if we use this point here, which is kind of the point, it's starting to swing down while price is swinging up. That's called hidden bullish divergence. Says that we will break highs above the high inside the divergence. It's telling us that there's like a 90% chance that Bitcoin will be higher than these two highs in the next, week and a half at the most. But let's see it play out. We want to see this come down a little more. RSI drop a little more. The stochastic drop a little more in curve. What indicators do I use, everybody? I use the VRVP, which where is the VERP? Oh, there. I use the VRVP. I use the MACD. I use the RSI. I use the stochastics RSI and moving averages. That's it. Then I use Fibonacci, support or resistance, and my own brain. All right? Can you believe it? I actually use my own brain to trade. It's unbelievable, right? And then I know ICT concepts and inefficiencies. I can spot bullish and bearish order blocks. And I'm getting trained right now by an ICT expert who's in my trading group. Send me that amazing banner, my man. And I'll load it up the right way finally. I got to load it up the right way. I had to redo my entire show the other night. I'm scrolling through the banner. I still can't find it. Every morning, just send that in, man, to help me. I got it, though. I found it. Leverage Trading Mastery class, 2-hour video class. So he teaches you leverage mastery, which is amazing. All right? The guy's super intelligent. He knows how to mitigate it. I mean, it's one of the most greatest classes in the world. I feel like I find the best. I think I'm the best. I believe in myself, so I find the best, you know, and I bring in the best. I recruit at Crypto Lifer University. We have more than one teacher here. We have multiple teachers. I'm just the principal, okay? And we're going to have a slew of different teachers when I'm said and done, and it's going to be amazing. Feels so good when your belief comes to life. Ordinals are going insane. That's crazy, man. Speculation trading, baby. And, dude, I got the ordinal from you. I just can't remember. I gotta... I'll figure... I always seem to forget my password when people are watching because I don't want to lose people while they're watching the stream. You know what I mean? But I wanted to show your ordinal. I'll have to get it ready at another time, though. Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. Okay, that's why. All right, I get it now. Anyway, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'm so sorry. Now I get anxiety. You have no idea, man. To keep the show running and to talk this long and keep people entertained is not an easy thing. What I do is absolutely insane, and I talk for 2 hours straight to keep you guys motivated and going. Yeah, but jump on into Master Friend's class. I'm telling you right now, it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. It is an extra $300, but he's going to give you so much of his time. I'm telling you right now, like, so much of his time, man. You know, join us and change your life. What are you waiting for? I'm telling you, man, like, be around awesome people that believe in themselves. Like, that's what you want? That's who you want to be around. And I attracted some of the greatest people on earth into my trading group. I'm telling you right now. Older men that can mentor us into business. Younger guys that are just started. Women that are pushing themselves to the limit. Older women, younger women. I see there's people of all ages, shapes, and sizes in my trading group. It's crypto and the belief that we can change our lives that's really bringing us together. The 22-hour also looking like it's going to get a bit of a pump to the upside. Like, look, it's double bottoming here. Usually it doesn't sit down too long. And you got a hidden bullish divergence forming on the 22. You know, and yeah, it's not really. It kind of had one that pumped back down, but it's getting that vibe. You know, look at that. We could be making this one right here too. So let's start this bigger idea here. If we lose this, we'll come down to the next one. So now we got two little areas to watch. But I like where the 22 is going here. The 12 hours getting beat up. The 8 hours getting lower. 6 hour doesn't look amazing. The 4 hour suggests that we have more pain. The 4 hour is suggesting that we have more pain to go, but it could flip at any moment. So now we're getting into the temporary time frames. You see how we started at the 2 week and we slowly brought you all the way in? This is what's happening right now. This is what's going down. And now we're hitting this trend line hard. All right. We want to see this trend line hold. This trend line breaks. Not a great sign. Also, previous support becomes resistance. Set those lines up. And you can see, look, we have resistance right there that became support. We have resistance right there that we bounced. Right now, we have strong support for Bitcoin at 35,569. And I like how close the 200 is to the price action because you can't dump too hard if the 200 is pretty close. It tells me we're likely going to bounce up here. I believe we're going to fill out this channel. Actually, I shouldn't, but what the charts convey to me, what I believe doesn't matter. What the charts convey to me is we are going to fill out this channel possibly to the upside. Does it have a diamond vibe? Someone may have asked. I mean, it kind of does have a diamond vibe that could break to the downside. That's a bearish tone. So I'll be open-minded to that. It's kind of a diamond, and we could go sideways, but it doesn't. The diamonds could break up. It doesn't always mean we're going to break down, but 68% of the time. So I will be wary of the diamond. All right. And if you don't know what a diamond is, look up a diamond trading in pattern. Diamond pattern in trading, if I said it backwards. Diamond trading pattern. And I love these cool patterns. I like that I know all these insane patterns, and I just keep learning new ones and different ideas, and it's just insane. It's so much fun. But look, the reversal diamond back to the upside, the reversal diamond at the top back to the downside, right there, right? And so, reversal up, down, reversal down, up, reversal up, down, reversal down, up. And so if you come into the diamond, you're likely to break down. If you come down into the diamond, you're likely to break up. It's a reversal pattern, all right? Ain't no thing as a halfway crooks, man. Exactly, scared, man. Shout out to you, man. And dude, he died choking on an egg in a hospital, man. I still don't buy it. Something happened to Prodigy there. I find it very, very weird. He was dealing with sickle cell too throughout his life. Wasn't easy, you know, and he was up late at night. He didn't always eat the best. He was performing all over the place. But at the same time, man, I don't know, man. What really happened to P, babe? What happened to P? And, you know, before they took my old Instagram away, there's a picture of me and P hanging out. I'm mean mugging with P, man. And he was cool, man. He was a real good dude. He really was. One of the best people, one of the realest people you ever meet, man, was Prodigy, brother. And Havoc's a good man, too. You know, my buddy knows them pretty well. He's got them to perform for him privately like 5 times now. And so, like, they've chopped it up. They've gotten to know each other. And through that, I've gotten to know them, too. Some of the nicest people you'll ever meet in the game, man. Straight up. Anyway, falling wedge that broke back inside. Falling wedge is still there, okay? It's even got, look, a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. These are called drunken sideways head and shoulders that could break to the upside. So I see some possible bullishness for Bitcoin here, as it really is defending 36K. They flushed it down to 35 already. So, again, you know, and it's interesting, but I'm starting to see some movement here. It's interesting. Let's go down to the 15-minute time frame. And remember, usually there's lighter volume today. So just be careful if you're trading. It's like, you know, say that you were the enemy. There was the enemy, they invaded our land or something, and we had to run across a field. And we knew that they were going to try to get at us, right? I don't want to say, you know, but they were trying to take us out. If we all ran at once, some would get it taken out. But it's kind of like Normandy Beach, right? If we all stream at once, anything could happen. And, you know what I mean? If we all go together. But on Friday, what I mean is that's like the regular day in the market. If we're all trading together, right? Then I have a better chance of getting in and out of liquidity. Friday, there's less people running across, right? So it's harder, it's easier to get picked off. That's all I want you to understand, that concept, right? So I see this falling wedge, shoulder, inverted. Anyone see this inverted head and shoulder, or am I nuts? Anyone see the inverted head and shoulder here, or am I just absolutely out of my mind? Both probably can be true, actually, so maybe I shouldn't ask that. Hey, I also like to do comedy here. Hey, you're my wife, you know? Hey, it's Rodney Dangerfield over here. Yeah, I get no respect, huh? I get no respect over here. I get no respect. My wife, you know, she says, how come you never take me someplace I never been, huh? So I took her to the kitchen. Hey. Gee, I see an inverted head and shoulder. That will never get old for me. I don't know why, man. That guy's the best, bro. Hey, I was so ugly. When I was born, the doctor slapped my mother. My dad told me to take a long walk off a short pier. Hey, greetings, Sam. Can we check out Snail BCH? Yeah, right? Our stable coin. You know what I mean? He said he's so ugly. He used to go to... I shouldn't say this because there's kids on the... I can't say what I want to say because there's kids on the channel. But some of his jokes were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm so ugly. I can't. Oh, he's the best, man. You got to love that dude. He used his own humility to be the funniest guy in the world, man. But anyway, I do see a possible bounce back to the upside. Now, however, let's look at our bearish scenario. The 50-minute is below the 200 SMA. Not a good sign. And we had a cat ears pattern. This is cat ears. And I'll teach you what cat ears do right here. Here's another cool pattern. It's called cat ears. All right? What you want to do is we want to come here. We want to grab the path. And every day I'm going to be able to teach you cool stuff. All right? Just stick with me. And it's supposed to kind of go and fall. I mean, and you're supposed to take the measured move from the you know, here, and that's where you're going to go. And this is a cat ear pattern. You get the little cat in the middle. Little cute little cat. Right? Oh, look, this cool thing about this. Look at this. I love this indicator. Whenever you're using this indicator here, if you pull from the bottom to the left, it goes this way. But if you pull from the right to the left, it goes that way. Isn't that cool? I didn't know that for like a long time. You know what I mean? These are cool little like, but this is cat ears. Look, it looks like a little cat, right? And you think I'm insane. I know you think I'm nuts again, right? Who here never heard of cat ears pattern? Who here never heard of pattern? Hey, Sam, Ray checking. Ray, I love you, man. Thank you, brother. I called you today. I miss you, man. I miss you a lot, dude. You have no idea, bro. You're like, you don't get it, man. Now my dad died. I need like a mentor, man. I love you, Ray, so much, bro. Like if you ever need anything, man, from at any time, you let me know, bro. I realize how much I really, really love you, man, because like I miss you. Like I really miss you. And you mean the world to me, bro. You're one of the closest, like the respect you gave to me, the love you gave to me, man, I'll never forget it, Ray, for the rest of my life. I'm telling you right now, bro. And you keep me honest, you keep me down to earth, keep me, and may God bless you and your family and everything you've done for me, Ray. You make me cry right now, but I love you, brother. May you have a wonderful day. And I got to see you soon, man. Look at this beautiful weather. Can we play some golf, Ray, at least before it gets too cold, man? Let me come on it. See you all soon. I can't wait to see you again, Ray. But let's take a look at cat ears here. And I love, man, this community is growing up, is blowing up, man. 979 people on the live, 1,000 people on the live stream, baby. We're doing it. We're doing it. But look at cat ears trading pattern. All right. Oh, and the only thing I don't like is I've noticed I had to go to Google sometimes. Google does a better job of finding the cat ears, like the stuff that I want to teach you. And I don't want to get this done fast. I don't want to waste your time. What's wrong with her? So there it is right there. There's your beautiful cat ears pattern. There's the textbook cat ear pattern right there. Cat ears, man. And it falls down to the target for the trigger. That's exactly what happened on Bitcoin. Like, it was to a T. Like, look at to the trigger. And it hits the little, I mean, this is insane, right? Cat ears, baby. All right. So now you know cat ears. All right. Best fam of the game. Sam, we should book an influencer comedy open mic night at Bitcoin 2020 in Knoxville. Let's do it, dude. Let's do it. I'll do my own thing. I'll make people laugh, man. I bet you got some tricks up your sleeve. You could come on stage. You know what I mean? Morning, everyone. Dude, Bitcoin Miami. I mean, that's another thing. Let's talk about it. Guys, don't sign up yet, because I'm really cool with the guys who run the Bitcoin events. But Bitcoin 2024 in I think it's actually, no, is it going to be in Knoxville? I think it's going to be in Memphis, right? I thought it was going to be in Memphis. Yeah. Wait, nope. Bitcoin. I'll just type in Tennessee, right? You're probably right. Knoxville. And I can't spell, right? Anyway, someone send me the link. I'm falling off today. I don't like doing this. Anyway, I'll get the link, though. Bitcoin, Miami. Yeah, it's going to be in Nashville. That's where it's going to be. Yeah, in Nashville. There it is. Bitcoin 24 in Nashville. Dude, this is going to be a big deal. They moved Bitcoin Miami for whatever reason to Nashville. July 20. I was dreaming about this last night. I was dreaming about running around Nashville and having a blast. I've never been there. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to have access to tickets that are at a discount, all right? So don't go in now. I'm going to get my link up, set and running by tomorrow. But get ready, man. And I want to see each and every one of you there. It's going to be awesome. And I definitely will get my team to organize an amazing event here. And, so I cannot wait to see all the people at Nashville, man. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So Bitcoin in the cat ears pattern, but I do see it kind of making a move back to the upside. Look at the 15-minute oversold, getting the bounce. We have a low. We have a higher low here. And again, I'm going to show you what I see. What I also saw early this morning was a symmetrical triangle, okay? And there it is, like a symmetrical triangle. It's not amazing. It's almost a bear flag, but to me, it's still a symmetrical triangle. I'm going to get rid of the cat ears. I know it's sad. I know you missed the cat. I know it's meow time, but meow, 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 meow. But so look, we're looking here at a symmetrical triangle for Bitcoin. They could go 50-50 today. I'll tell you that. 50% one way, 50% the other way. It's a 50-50 pattern. What I do see above us, like Peter Ducey, what I do see above us is this gap right here, all right? We get above the point of control, we can move. We stay below this, we're going to have a bit of a problem. So you can see there's heavy resistance right there for Bitcoin. Bounce, resistance, resistance, bounce, bounce, resistance, bounce, bounce, bounce. And there's your resistance line right there at 36,159, all right? So that's going to be an area they're going to have to watch. Might have to rent a camper van. Dude, that would be crazy. Got to be careful after dark in that city. Yeah, that's why I'll probably have a bodyguard. You know what I mean? No, but we'll run deep wherever we go. Trust me. We'll run deep wherever we go. Look, 34,900 is my measured move to the downside. 37,005 is my measured move to the upside. Let's take a look at Bookmap and what Bookmap suggests. It suggests that we take that lower move down. So look, right here is 35. Where was it again exactly? 35,000, right? And then Bookmap, it does have, look, 34.5. It has liquidity to the downside. So Bookmap does suggest that we do go lower. A little bit of a short squeeze coming in right now at 11.11. We always see some type of short squeeze around 11.15. It just seems to happen every time. But I would be careful, you know. I do want to see Bitcoin look somewhat bullish right now. I see this shoulder, this kind of head and right shoulder possible. It's a little messed up in my mind. I kind of think that was the shoulder that got rejected. And we have a resistance for Bitcoin right here. So we're gonna map out our key resistance. We're gonna map out our key resistance area. Okay. And boom. If we can't get back above that area, expect more downside. But we have a low, we have a higher low there. That's okay. Yeah, that's a build, you know, and then we have some low stochastics on the 15. All right. The 1 hour is also resetting. Tells us we can get a bit of a flip here. So I do see a possible move back to the upside, but this is going to be chopped for most of the day. Bitcoin getting the pump back to 36,210. And there's the short squeeze that comes in every day around 11 o'clock, like clockwork. And there we go again. There's the short squeeze. Now, I didn't call it this time. I didn't open up a trade. I can't scream and yell like yesterday. But that's a short squeeze right there happening at exactly 11:12. We always get one between 10:45 and 11:15. You ever notice that? You ever notice that? I love these times of days. Fun battles, baby. Nashville is easy. It's Memphis that's hard. Amen. What is your map using? What is that map you're using? BookMap is a heat map order book. Oh, look how quick they just switched it to the downside. Wow. Wow. See, that's Friday for you. Low liquidity, just like smash and grabbing. You know, this is a bit of a double bottom that could propel us to the upside, but I really see the 15-minute symmetrical triangle. This is what I'm looking at. And be careful here, I also see this possibly forming. Shoulder kind of head. Do we make a right shoulder and dump to the downside? And then we be wondering if we're going to double bottom here and get our move back to the upside. Am I more bullish or bearish on the day? You know, I see a little more bullishness than bearishness, I have to tell you, but BookMap suggests that we go lower. And if you look at BookMap on the local, we have a big order right here that really wants to take us to 36,000. It's almost likely that we're going to get it. So here's the day. I see a possible bullish move, but I'm a support and resistance guy. And so if you cannot get above this resistance at 36,679, expect more downside, period. You know, period. And whenever I see extreme resistance, it's usually a good sign to take an insurance short out. You know, that I'd rather get stopped out on an insurance short. I'm not going to do this today. I'm making that really clear. I'm not taking this trade. But, you know, this would technically be the short here to the downside. It would be a 4-to-1 risk-reward ratio. And again, it already showed it couldn't get above. It already showed that it bounced. Then it couldn't get above, couldn't get above, couldn't get above. You know? And it had, look, it made the Adam and Eve, it made an Adam and Eve there that, it had almost an Adam and Eve. I'm almost thinking this could be a bigger Adam and Eve, though. That would be pretty cool, right? And then we get our move to the upside. So I wouldn't long unless we broke above this and retested, and then possibly take it to the top of the channel and take this little area for Bitcoin. There's a gap right here, too, that tells us we can get the move. The resistance would be 37,997, 38K. All right? 38K. Man, I just love people, man. So here's the deal. And, you know, God bless you, man. And everyone out there, man. If you're listening, I love you, brother. I love you, man. Dude, I use the word love like 100 million times a day. I swear, man. I'm just full of love all the time. My mom was full of love. I got a really loving mom. My dad was full of love. My dad was, he had his ups and downs, but he was full of love, man. And I was treated with so much love in my life. And that's why I give you guys a lot of love, too. So here's the deal. Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal. Look at this. Funny, look at this. Look at this guy just said. This is the funniest thing. This is how you know this guy's a rookie. Bro, you're good. I like your vlog, but please clean up your chart a little bit. Look at this guy. This is how you know he's a rookie. Why don't you watch what I'm doing and take it all in? Because there's a reason why everything... I've been trading for 15 years, my friend. And don't ever tell me what to do again for the rest of your life, all right? But God bless you, brother, with the 777s. But don't ever tell me what to do for the rest of your life, all right? Charts will melt us when it's approved. Charts will melt us. Yeah, I know, right? It was his lifer community. We should arrange some parties worldwide. Crypto Fest. Exactly. Lifer vision hasn't set in for him yet. Yeah. He still doesn't get it, right? Don't tell me. Don't tell me, man. So anyway, and I'll remove the moving averages for him just to give him a break, right? So we have this falling wedge that we could break out of, and we're inside of a symmetrical triangle, right? And that's what we're looking at. Bitcoin must break back above the resistance at 36,650 to remain bullish. If you do not get above that today, expect more downside. Cat ears did already play out. We taught you a new pattern, and we talked about the diamonds. All right? We went over how we called the bottom today and showed you bullish divergence on the weekly. We showed you a lot of amazing things. The only thing he wants to see on your chart is a green rocket telling him to buy. You're a funny man. We meet in Dubai first, man. I would love it, man. You're a chart master. Shout out to Chris Grasso. We love you. My cat just ate a moth. Shout out to the 477 likes and the 958 concurrent viewers. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. So symmetrical triangles, they're not amazing. They could break up or down either way. All right? And we are struggling right now. Like, I don't, and I'm not. And again, we have a resistance here now, too. We now have a local resistance. When I call local resistance, I'm telling you it's an area where it's a temporary area that we're watching in a very small time frame, right? That's what local means. All right? When I use the word local, I'm saying, hey, we got to, like, it's right now. Like, we got to see it in this vicinity. And it only lasts so long. But look, bounce, resistance, bounce, bounce, bounce. It flipped now. We have to get above this area to remain bullish. So this is what I'm watching for Bitcoin. All right? And it doesn't look amazing. Let's go to the really small time frame, see if we can see a scalp or something on the smaller move. There's the strategy there too. It didn't get a strong enough bullish divergence, but it did break up. When you get pulled away for the 21, you bounce back to the 200. It's just this elastic move. You somehow just don't get back above the 200. And then if we look at the bigger channel, we could just be channeling where we're going to end up back to the top of the channel and back to the bottom of the channel. If anything, I just see a move up and possibly a move down today. I'm not excited about price action right now. It is what it is. All right. I'm not going to be opening up a crazy trade. But the other idea is that, look at this. So weird. Let me show you something that'll blow your mind. Are you ready for this? This should blow your mind a little bit. See this? I see a fractal inside of a fractal. Look, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom, is it not? And we've been seeing these all over the place, like everywhere. And they usually make a little flag at the top. I've been noticing a little flag there. They retest the top of the cup, and then they do break out. But that's an Adam and Eve double bottom right there. All right? Watch this. I'm going to blow your mind right now. We're going to go here. We're going to go to a bars. We're going to take bars pattern. All right? We're going to grab this. Watch. This is how nuts this is. I see this all the time in trading. But my mind just saw, a fractal of a fractal. And I do this all the time. But look, there it is. Like, that's almost the same type of pattern going on right there. And they do this a lot. I'll see like a smaller version of the bigger version. It's really weird. You know what I mean? Kind of strange. But I saw that. I was like, oh, that's a double bottom Adam and Eve. There's an Adam and Eve possible. Now, we would want it to get bigger. There's a chance it's more like this. You know what I mean? But again, I just, I digress. But I just wanted to show you that, get you excited. Let's get to 1,000 viewers, everyone. You can get me to 1,000 viewers. Don't let us not break 1,000 today. 494 people on the like button. Get the likes all the way up to the watches. There's 500 people not hitting the like button. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't get it. All right? You got to pump your own bags. If you get this stream to go more viral, it's going to help your bags. Look, my baby. I have a baby on the way, just so everybody knows. I just got to let it be known. I got a baby on the way, man. My third kid, man. I'm making a real family. I'm spreading my loins. That bullish div on the 15-minute playing out for Caspa. All right, and now we're going to talk about the bigger idea here. So that's Bitcoin in a nutshell. I don't think we really need to go over it much more. I took you from the 2-week to the weekly, to the 5-day, to the 3-day, to the daily, to the 22, to the 4-hour, to the 1-hour, to the 15, to the 7, and to the 1-minute time frame. Unbelievable, right? And I'll be able to teach you how to master time frames. They'll blow your mind, all right? It'll blow your mind. And I'm sorry if you can't handle the chart. There's a lot going on. This is like chess. Why does my chart look like this? Because trading is chess. You don't know what your opponent's going to do in chess. You have to have a bunch of different ideas out there, and then you're going to play that move. All right? $45 in chat revenue. And thank you for all the super chats. We're going to get to every one of them. And let's take a look at all the fan funding right now. And may God bless each and every one of you. Stas for $6.90. Greetings, Sam. Can we check out our snail Bitcoin Cash? Yes, SOFI stock. SOFI. Bitcoin Cash, Cody Mackwin, too. Thank you so much for doubles. Sammy Cup and Handy, can you please take a look at RND? I don't know what that is. Is that Radiant? It's not Render. Has the lifer ever blown his account? Never a whole account, no. But I've been liquidated here and there. It's happened. You never for a lot of money, but I've been liquidated. But usually it's like I put $100 and get liquidated for $100. Like, it'll be my stop loss. You know what I mean? Yeah. But the point is to always stay alive. See, that's the thing. If you don't blow your account, you can always stay alive. You can always stay alive. Has the lifer ever blown his account? But it's happened. But I didn't trade leverage until March. And I didn't start trading leverage till I had a really good risk management system. See, other people, they start trading leverage before they even trade spot. I traded spot for 10 years before I even touched leverage. So I already had an entire risk management system behind me. So there was just a higher probability I wasn't going to get liquidated because I had been trading for years and I had a system. So I took my system and you can see when I trade leverage, I trade it just like spot. It's no different. It's no different. You know what I mean? Casper Target, short term and long term. We'll take a look at that. Shout out to RC Moore and shout out to everyone that gave. BGL Tournaments, Trevor Lifer 333, Jimmy Villain, Lego My Sats 369. God bless you. RC Moore, God bless you. Hulk Solana, we love you. Thank you for all the awesome love. Stanford Mindco LLC, Joe Alfio, Sammy Cup and Handy. Can you take a look at R&D? We will. God bless you, Joey. Cody Mockwin, God bless you. And Stas, man. And shout out to everyone. I hope I didn't miss anybody here. RC Moore, I want to make sure I got everyone. People can get real hurt when you shout everybody else out and then you forget somebody. I've learned that in my lesson, so I really want to be thorough. And I never try to hurt someone, but it can happen. So do you think we go to $25,000 again? And 42% say yes, 58% say no. Usually the majority isn't right, but you never know. We'll find out. But only 599 votes. Let's get those likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. 563. Keep it moving, everybody. Let's go. Friday's usually a lighter day, though. It happens, you know. Okay, let's take a look at the S&P ES1 futures. And I've been talking about the S&P. I called the reversal for the S&P if you were with me. All right. And how did I do it? Well, I called this giant Sammy Cup and Handy. They call me Samuel Cup and Handle. All right. They call me Sammy Cup and Handy because I use the cup and handle more than any other trader in the game all the time. And thank you so much for becoming a new member. And the alert's working, baby. The alert is working. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. That stream key, baby, is clutch. All right. And thank you to everyone that came through and is sending love my way. I really appreciate it. And you can put some balls in my jar if you want. You can send some balls in my jar. You can watch it explode. Watch my balls jump all over the place. It's really fun. Can you please take a look at Maker, the weekly at the bottom? Thank you, infamous Sammy Cup and Hattie, the infamous 41st side, baby. Put the mouse on the like button and click on it. Yeah, it's not that hard. You can do it. We can get there. 577 people on the likes. So look at the 5-day chart for the S&P future is just getting started. And that's a beautiful thing. The 5-day chart had hidden bullish divergence, and it is just getting started, man. I love that 5-day. Look, it had the shoulder, head, and the shoulder. It had a complex inverted head and shoulder that broke out. There's your cup and handle. This thing is about to moon. I called the long right there and gave you the actual trade with the stop. Stop can be moved to break even now for the S&P. And now you're in the money. And I called this 3 weeks ago. You can go watch my macro analysis that I put out every single Friday. It'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. So here's the deal. I like to see the S&P get back above this level at 46.38. That's the key level. We're not trading today. We're just talking, man. So get with it, Milan, or get off the stream, man. I'm sorry. I did call you out, but it is what it is, man. Thank you, Jamie. I don't need to see that stuff. The 99 is an ecosystem of some of the most brilliant traders in the space. If you're having trouble charting, there's always someone to help you. Join the 99 and find your lifer family today. Hulky loves his lifer. Love from Ireland, brother. XX, man. God bless you, brother. Slancha, brother. Slancha. You know what I mean? So we know the key areas for Bitcoin that we need to get back above. If I do get above some key areas, I may long, but for the most part, I probably won't. All right? S&P looking beautiful on the 5-day chart. I don't see why this won't break above this high and make a new all-time high. I'm calling a new all-time high for the S&P, baby. It's looking nice. And also, they're pushing people bearishly into the stock market, you know, or they're making people scared in the news. And when they do that, it's usually time to buy, you know. Sammy Cup and Handy, then Price Discovery, 333 target. Interesting. Yeah, TON. We'll take a look at that. Thank God you avoided that ball. Innuendo. Funny. Chainlink hits $12. Yeah. Where's the best place to make a big purchase in Bitcoin? 50 to 100K. I do that on Coinbase if I was going to do that. Yeah, when I buy like 50K of Bitcoin on Coinbase. All right. Samuel C. Handle. Amen. Samuel C. Handle. Going to a cake festival tonight. Are you serious? Like, really? In Portugal? That's pretty cool, man. Take pictures, please. You should live stream it and send me some footage and we can put it up on the channel, man. Why not? It'll be your first kind of like, I'm willing, man. You should be part of the channel. Yo. Good day, Crypto Lifer. You still following Velo? Not much, no. I did my big purchase on Coinbase as well, yeah. I love you, Jamie. Thank you for everything you do, man. I'm super excited for what we're going this year. 2024 is going to be the biggest year ever, man. And every year it gets a little bigger. Let's take a look at the NQ. The NASDAQ mini futures. Same cup and handle. Same bullish divergence that I called on Bitcoin. Same one here on the NASDAQ. Same ideas. Go to your 5-day chart. Hidden bullish divergence on the 5-day chart. Just getting started with momentum to the upside. I don't see how the 5-day doesn't do damage. So this also about to make a new all-time high. Now we will have resistance at 16,777s. Look at that. 777s are 16,917 or 16,861. Once we get above that level, though, retest. I mean, we're gone. And my measured move takes us somewhere by next. It'll take about a year. It says by November or August, maybe somewhere, we're going to be at an all-time high and past 19,044. I use MEXC for big purchases and self-custody ASAP. Fees matter. Yeah, that's a good thing, too. You can buy a lot of Bitcoin on MEXC and then just self-custody it immediately. Eat cake and enjoy life. Cake Festival, more like a cream pie party. That's insane. Check out Gary Brecka. He will change your personal health. 10x. Thank you for saying that. Human biologist and biohacker. Yeah, I was looking at this the other day. Thank you for saying that. I'm going to take a look. Okay, so we got everything kind of going. Now you want to look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. You want to just take a big picture of what we're doing and where we're at, right? Now, what was cool about the total market cap of all cryptocurrency, it was above it was above the 1 hour 200 SMA, even though the Bitcoin wasn't, right? Is it still doing that? Oh, nope, it lost it. See, that's bearish. Whenever you lose a 200 SMA on any time frame, it's bearish. Look, you bearishly retested it. So we were above it until last night, then we bearishly retested it. We could still be in, this kind of triangle, but kind of a weird pattern, So it's also in like the Livermore cylinder. There's really no other way to really look at it. And they're called bullish megaphones too. That's what before I knew what the Livermore cylinder was, I just called it a bullish megaphone. It's a rising, ascending, broadening. It's a rising, ascending, broadening wedge. Now, what we're looking for is this in the broadening wedge, because what I like about it, look, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. This time it usually comes down and it never goes lower, and then it pops. It will break out very similar to a flag to the upside. You take the length of the pole. Not saying this is guaranteed to happen, but it's definitely a high probability. And we get to 1.76 trillion on our way to $2 trillion. It's going to be a big deal. Nobody's been talking about Bitcoin going under 30K. Hello, it was 9 weeks ago when we were at 24.9. Apple cakes are very tasty, yeah. I already talked about the 5-day chart. I'll be the first one to tell you. See, everyone, don't worry. Everyone gets bearish. I go over Bitcoin every 5 hours. I sleep for you can ask people in my trading group. I'm up at 2 in the morning. I'm back at 7 in the morning. I sleep for 5 hours. I always go over Bitcoin all day long, all the time. And so because of that, I'm going to be the first one to know, and I know what key levels to watch because I've been trading for so long. So I'm going to know. Trust me. You're not going to get blindsided by a short out of nowhere. You're never going to come to my channel and all of a sudden I'm going to call long and the whole market's going to be dipping. It's just not going to happen. I have too many indications that are telling me what's likely going to happen in the market, and I'm so key and honed in on them. So I'm going to help you no matter what. This channel will teach you where we're going to get the drops and where we're going to get the pops. I'm telling you right now. I'm not going to be 100%, but I'm going to be able to guide you 100% of the time, and I'm telling you that right now. And I know that with confidence because I've been doing it for a long time. Okay? So the total market cap, we want to see this bounce. If we break this level, we're going to test this 131, and then we're going to drop all the way down to 1.26. All right? These are key levels that are important to me. You know what I mean? Sammy is a machine. Hey, you got to be a machine if you want to make it in crypto. If you want to go against the YouTube algorithm, you better become a bot, machine, whatever you want to call me. It's not easy. All right? All right, let's jump into these altcoin requests at 11:30. Thank you so much for everyone, and we're going to take a look at the super chats. My team's nice enough to compile them, put them in a bit of a list here, and get them up for me. I can also go to the fan funding and see them if I need to. Samuel C. Handle, I love it, man. Sammy, Cup and Eddie. So we're going to look at PERP, Ton, Casper, and Soul. Okay, first thing we're going to look is PERP. Traded PERP before on and off, not bad on MEXC. They got everything on MEXC too, which is great. Anytime I look at it, I'm like, oh, there, they got it. So it looks like I put on an alert for PERP inside of a little flag there. When was this? Back in September. It's funny, last time I looked at it. So it's been a while. Okay, so PERP is just kind of, look, it's just doing these kind of bowls, right? It's hanging out in the bowl. Thank you for the super chat, Buckley X, for the $10. What do you think will happen to Bitcoin if ETF is denied in January? Drop much? Appreciate love and knowledge. Ready to jump in on the Black Friday special, man. Dude, you got the Black Friday special is going to be absolutely out of control. I think the group is going to explode. It's going to be the biggest one we ever had. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I'm also, you know what? I'm going to do something cool. If we hit a certain limit, I'm going to talk to my team about it because I always announce these crazy things and they tell me, Sam, you can't just say whatever you want until you talk to us. You know what I mean? But I'm going to bring up some ideas to them that I want to do. But I want to do a give back. If we hit some major milestones, I'm definitely going to hook somebody up. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to get hooked up for probably, I'm thinking of giving someone an entire year. All right. And at a beautiful value. But I want to make sure the person really deserves it and really wants it too. I don't want someone squandering that. But yeah, so if we hit a big milestone, I'm definitely going to get back to the community. Bitcoin taking a dump. There you go right there. Getting stopped, falling to the downside. And again, it can't get above those key levels. And this is why you really need to be on the smaller time frame. Did I really delete all my work on Bitcoin? Oh, man. That's weird. When did I do that? Or was I using the MEXC chart possibly? Oh, that's a shame. Oh, no. I was on the all-time history index. Thank God. Yeah, I remember it. I just don't use it all the time. I use it all the time to chart. I just don't use it all the time to chart live. I like to look at the real price action on like Binance or MEXC. So we're kind of struggling right here at this level. Look, we couldn't get back above. Look, that's an S. We're getting rejected by 36,200. We can't seem to get back above that level for whatever reason. It's giving us a problem, right? But they're playing games today with the price action. I do. You lose this level though, you can see that that's where we're going to go. All right, and then we're gonna have to talk about losing. If we lose this dotted line today, that's everything else to me is semantics until we lose this line and that 5-day 200 SMA. Until then. To me, it's just up and down nonsense. But we did just break 36K, right? So PERP, you know what? This is weird, honestly. It's got a new trend line forming. But it went up super high on that wick. I personally kind of doing that XRP, like ascending triangle that broke out and broke back in kind of game. Honestly, it's a messy chart, to be honest with me. That's weird. So, of all the charts I've ever seen, that chart's pretty weird. Doesn't have a lot of structure. What you're looking for here is just the support of resistance to hold, right? I don't think I would trade this, man. But you do whatever makes you happy, Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. You do whatever you want. You would suggest it's in this rising wedge and that it would at least give its bounce back to the top of the channel. And it's getting oversold in the 22-hour time frame. So I wouldn't be surprised if it did get a bounce and it's above the 200 SMA. It loses that 200 SMA, it's going to attempt to double bottom here at 5.3. This could get all the way to the target. The target could take it to 84. All right. PERP. I'll be honest though, that chart did not excite me at all. All right. Kind of disappointed me. I was like, that's garbage. Anyway, I like what I'm seeing here. Look at this cup and handle on TON. TON, ton, whatever. The Onion, I should call it the Onion Network, but the Telegram. And Telegram's going to have Telegram has such a big following. That cup and handle could really break out. So I've been looking at it like this, It's been tough, though. It's not in a perfect channel, so to speak. That's pretty vertical, right? But technically, this is what you're doing. You're getting tighter in the zone. The moving averages are getting tighter. And this thing could make a pretty nice move to the upside. All right. Everybody, I just want to talk about one other thing is AltTradey. Why I love AltTradey.com is because you can connect all... Sorry, I put in the wrong thing. I was like, it's definitely secure. The guy who runs it is like a brainiac. But it's the world's most powerful crypto trading program. It really is. And they created a bot for me that helps you take profits the right way. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. I love it. Look, they're liquidating the longs again today. I would not be trading this chop. You see me when I'm like, oh, let's go. And then one day, if I'm just out of somewhere not trading, it's got to tell you something. It's because I'm getting readings from the market that tell me that it's not the best day to be in liquidity. Right? Going down, man. Can't you see? Lifers. Anyway. Let's go. 33K retest. Trading up. No, we're not going to go down until we lose. I just told you what to do like 50 times, and I'm not going to say it again. Like, unless we lose this dotted line or the 50-day 200 SMA, which is close, we're not, right? It's like, it's going down, can't you see? Well, I'll look at the 1 minute time frame, and we're going to look for flags. Look, that is a bear flag right there, and it's kind of an M pattern. That almost looks like cat ears again, see? It's like another set of cat ears. And you don't have really strong bullish divergence either. So I would slap this inside of a bit of a flag, almost like that, And it does suggest it is going to go lower. However, we're holding the trend line now. I would watch that 1 minute, likely to dump down to where 35.5. And I told you at the beginning of the live stream, we went over BOOKMAP, and BOOKMAP has more liquidity to the downside. And I said there's a 90 to 80% chance that you're going to dump to the downside. So we already went over this with BOOKMAP. If you don't know what BOOKMAP is, get situated. Take it out. But my call was, if you can't get back above this key level, and now look, now you have another local resistance. Bitcoin resistance at 36,200. If you can't get back above that, expect more downside, and Bitcoin keeps getting rejected. That's kind of cat ears right there. All right, and it's already making the move to the downside. I do see the measured move down to 35,600 for Bitcoin. All right. Cash, soul. Yeah. Honestly, I'm full of love and I'm super nice. I only want to be talked to in a nice manner with love and respect. If you can't talk to me with love and respect, then I can't do it, GCZ 2023, please. What does that mean? It's Friday, baby. If you're not happy on a Friday, I don't know what to tell you. You got to keep yourself flowing and going every single day. I will always respect you and your channel. Rocky Balboa, I love you, man. Nice stream. You are the best. Shout out to Shot Inferno. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And I'm telling you right now, if you're having a problem with life, surrender to God. The second you surrender to God, you will be full of gratitude all the time. Is this gold futures that you're asking me to go over? Okay. Is this what you want me to go over, though? Is this it? GC 2023 on COMEX. How come we don't have a lot of data on this? It's like kind of like it's fluffy, right? I don't like that. Is this the right ticker though? I mean, you got yourself an inverted head and shoulder right off the bat, right? Okay. That's 68% chance it's going to break to the upside. I also see the dollar dumping. So why would gold not go to the upside, right? Pull a Fibonacci on that, and I believe you got 0.5 fib. But I would even pull the fib from there. That was my extension, and I see a 786. I see a golden pocket right there. It's pretty nice. The 22-hour doesn't look. The 12-hour doesn't look amazing. The 22, the daily looks good. So I like this on the daily time frame. It's an inverted head and shoulder at the 618 0.65 fib. Everyone, you're not going to have the golden pocket. Everyone talks about it, but they don't explain it. The golden pocket is between the 0.618 and the 0.65. You're not going to have the 0.65. You're going to have to add that. Click on 3 right here like this. Type in 0.65. Boom. I already did it a few times, so I have it right there. And I also add the 706. I make them white and yellow so I can see them real easily. I want to know my golden pocket, so I make it nice and white so it stands out. You see that? The golden Paquito, baby. But look, that's an inverted head and shoulder. I don't see why that doesn't break to the upside. Now you got to look at the smaller time frames for a flag or some way to get in or out of the pattern. All right. And so now, like, you got to think that it's going to make a rising wedge, right? Is this the right thing? And that would continue now. And you have to make sure that you maintain this previous resistance as support. You lose that, you lose. So I would be watching the 15-minute 200 SMA. Make sure that you don't lose that. And look how this kind of shoulder, head and shoulder broke out too. All right. Send some scripts and I'll send you some free voiceover stuff. What does that mean? Send me some scripts and I'll send you some free voiceover stuff. What does that mean? Can you get me voiceover work? Crypto Cowpoke? Can you email cryptolifers@gmail.com? I will forget exactly what you said, but my team will be on it. Send me some scripts and I'll send you some free voiceover stuff. I'm so confused what that means. Stater, please. Thank you, Jamie. So let's take a look at Casper now and Solana and CHZ. Casper at 1180 suffering. So I'm going to delete all my work. So Casper pumped up yesterday to that 14 area, and it's an all-time high, like blow off top. And I said, man, what goes up has to come down. Like, that's just unrealistic, right? So I did sell. Then I waited. Then I bought some. Then I bought some back, all right? I still kept a little in the kitty so I could buy more if it came down lower. You know what I mean? And look at it, tweezer bottoming and tweezer topping. Very strange. But it broke beautifully out of this flag to the upside. I called this daily flag. The second it started poking out, I called the long. My whole entire trading group, we made massive gains on Casper. It was amazing. I saw everyone from futures to regular. Everyone was just doing it. Oprimem el like, mi gente. Yes, please. Oprimem el like, mi gente. Por favor. All right? Todos los días. All right? The body knows when it's Friday. Avalanche, brother, thank you. I should hook you up with my VO agent. Please do, man. I really want to get into voiceovers, man. And I could make a lot of extra income doing that. And you know what? If you hook me up with voiceover money, I'm going to dedicate 10% of what I make to charity, man. So if you hook me up with voiceover money and I start getting even, you know, I desire to be on to do voiceovers for cars. Welcome to the new Honda Accord. Get in and step into the nice leather interior. The first time ever, you know, movies, anything it is, I know I can do it. I would love to do voiceovers, man. It's like my dream come true. And I used to work in TV, so people used to come in. I used to have to record their voiceovers for them. And the guy would come in, he'd have like and he's like, yeah, I do this for a living. I make like, you know, 300 grand and I just talk like once a week. I was like, man, this is a great life. Like, again, I'm going to keep working. Don't get me wrong. But I would love to do some voiceover work, man, whenever I can. In a world made by dinosaurs. You know what I mean? At the beginning of time. In a world. I love that. Hi, and welcome to Movie Phone. Please press the 3 letters of the movie you would like to see now. You have selected. Seeing a bit of an inverted cup and handle on Bitcoin 5-minute chart. Crypto Bear Baker. Yeah, doesn't look amazing. So look, see how the daily's now starting to curve down? I mean, Casper looks like it's going to take a pretty nice fall down to the 21-day moving average. It's only a matter of time. When things pump up this much, I mean, insane, right? So Casper, you know, to me, struggling a little bit. The weekly still got some space. And the weekly was in this. When I saw the weekly doing this, I was like, oh, man, that thing's going to moon on the weekly, right? Definitely get a moon there on the weekly to the upside. And it hit the target, came back down. I mean, is it going to continue? It has a little legs. Anything could happen. So right now you have this area that you would come back down as 5 cents. Does Casper come all the way to 5 cents? It could. You have to be careful. All right? That's why I like to take profits when things get really out of control. You know what I mean? 12-hour time frame needs to come back down to the 21-day moving average before it can pump. This is just what I do over and over again. And then I would pull a Fibonacci. The 12-hour looks okay to me. So I'd wait for the 618 Fibonacci to come, maybe the 706, retest that previous support of resistance, and that would be the level that I'd be looking at for Casper. Possibly like, you know, some type of wedge that it's in like this, something like this. Yeah, but that's a little preemptive. But that's how I'll be looking for Casper. It looks like it's going to come down somewhere to this 10 cent, 10.5 cent area for a possible retrace, even down here to this area, okay? Do Michael Buffer's voice. I don't know who Michael Buffer is, so I can't do his voice. I would love for Casper to come back to 0.5. I'd definitely be aping in more. Oh, man, it would be insane if it went down there. You know what I mean? Anyway, but yeah, the daily and the 12-hour both look like a pullback is coming for Casper. 8 hours getting a little more love. And as we get into the smaller time frames, it's starting to show signs of life. You know, it's kind of interesting idea. So I'm watching this right here very, very closely. And I like the 618. We do have we almost got like a support and resistance here too that we may be bouncing off, you know? And eventually, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Casper just retraces 4 or 5 days from now. And then in a month, we see it back at 18, 19 cents. So just be ready, man. I like what I'm seeing for Casper. We're going to start looking up for some hidden bullish. I don't see it yet. It will be this swing up to swing up. What you're looking for is this swing up, and maybe we go a little lower. It's got like Class B hidden bullish right now because those levels aren't the same, you know. But I'm definitely looking for Casper in the buy zone at 10.3. That's an area that I'm looking at. Let's get ready to rumble. You know, like all the way back to pass. Stephen Curry from downtown. All the way from downtown, you know. That's what I love about it. You know, we got the sports announcer. We need someone that had the sports announcer voice in crypto. We had to have it. We got to have the voice in crypto. Someone has to be the voice of cryptocurrency. I'm going to be the voice of crypto in a world where cryptocurrency takes over. You know, he's on fire. Now, wait. Now, you ready for this? My good friend does Peter, and he's at my house. He's been staying at my house. You guys really like Family Guy? Who is Family Guy fans here? Come on, when you want to be on set, man. He doesn't want to be on camera because he's really camera shy, but he says, I'm going to just swing him the mic. Here, wait. Let me adjust the mic for him. Come on, Bobby. Yeah. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Peter. My name's Peter Griffin. Hey, everybody. I love the crypto lifer. We drink Quahog beer all the time. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Yo, that was so amazing, man. And you know who else has Peter on their show, man? No one else has Peter on the show, man. God bless each and every one of you for being here. God bless you all for jumping on in. Babe, I play a cop, I play a fireman. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, babe. I can do it, okay? I've done it before. I can do anything that I put my mind to. God bless each and every one of you for being here. And I remove negative people from my life every single time. It's such an easy thing to do, all right? It's such an easy thing to do, all right? How about some Clint Eastwood? I got to start working on the, you guys got to send me stuff to remind me that, all right? So look, the measured mover caster could be to 18, a slight pullback. Do we get a massive pullback? It's looking like it's doing pretty well. Like it could have dumped faster than it did. It's holding up pretty nicely, if you ask me. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Shout out to Sean Inferno in the game. And let's finish off these super chats for you. We got 13 minutes till countdown. All right. Let's take a look here. Casper Sol CHZ. Let's take a look at Solana. There was a coin called No Sana. You see, I thought it was funny, man. I put it out I was looking at it today. So what you're looking at here, right? I'm gonna delete everything. Is a possible head and shoulder pattern. It pumped up really nicely, and then it would pump somewhere down, right? You'd make a neckline. So I'm preemptively seeing this before it happens, and then it would likely come down to the 200 SMA. You would pull a Fibonacci here, and you'd want to be somewhere at that 706, which it all looks like it's starting to come to fruition, right? Solana would likely break down. It went to 68, all right? Now, your bullish scenario, so that's your bearish scenario right there. You got to keep that in mind. It's likely. And then you have previous resistance would become support. It would SR flip, and everything would make so much sense for Solana. So this is something that I'm looking at that is highly likely for Solana. Who thinks this is very likely and possible? Let me know. You know? Who thinks this is very likely and possible? Everyone, you got to join my newsletter. Super important if you join the newsletter. I didn't get a chance to talk about it today. I forgot accidentally. Join the newsletter. Why? Because if you hit this and opt in, you're going to have access to my Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale before everybody else. And on top of that, you're going to be able to have a discount that nobody else can get, up to 35% off. So we have a discount on Black Friday, but we're also going to give you an extra one if you jump on into my newsletter. It's awesome. It's a great way for me to keep my community tight and right, and for us all to stay together, and for me to be able to contact you when I want to tell you the awesome things that are happening in the crypto lifer community. Bang, bang, bang. All right. So Solana, I see a move for Solana to the downside. You know, best case scenario, it kind of stays in somewhat of an upward trending flag, but I find that highly unlikely. But it could happen. It could happen, but it looks so much like a head and shoulder pattern beginning to form, in my humble opinion. So from what I'm looking at, it does look like it's going to take a bit of a dump. And if Bitcoin dumps, it dumps, you know, everything dumps with Bitcoin. You know, I wouldn't be surprised we're at 35.8 now, right? 35.990, just hovering. A lot of chop today, just playing games with your emotions. It's better off to not even look at the chart today and enjoy yourself. Go outside, be with your kids. You know, pick them up from school early. Get them out of school early for the day. No, I'm just joking. But do whatever you can to be happy, you know. Now, could Solana have broke back inside, and then still break out of the symmetrical and ascending triangle? I've seen that play out. This is a possibility, but it's highly unlikely. So I would watch Solana. It's likely going to get a bounce here. How big of the bounce is the question. You got a falling wedge for a bit of a bounce, but then, you know. Yeah, but to me, I can't really make sense of that pattern too much. I see more of a shoulder head. I'd be looking for that right shoulder. Now, if it breaks above here and retest, then that's an SR flip. All right. And I don't need this line here. So I gave you the bullish scenario. This is your possible bear. I gave you the bearish. This is your possible bullish. I think the scenario is the bearish one. And we'll be able to get Solana down at 45 one more time. But again, anything is possible. And what I think does not matter. All right. Screen share was amazing. I fell asleep halfway through after working an 11-hour shift. But I wish I finish it when I get home today from work, man. You'll love it, man. Just joined the newsletter. Thank you so much. Who here joined the newsletter? If you join the newsletter right now and you say you did it and you don't lie, I'm going to pick someone right now and hook you up. I'm going to hook you up. So right now, join the newsletter and then say you did it. And don't lie to me. If you lie to me, yeah, it's going to be on you for the rest of your life. But if you really join the newsletter right now, which I greatly appreciate it, you can do it by clicking on this and then say, hey, I did it. I did it. And just say if you've done it and be honest with me. All right? And I'm going to pick a lovely soul right now that joined the newsletter. I'm going to hook you up. All right? All right, I'm seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people in here. I like it. I like it. I like it. You're doing the right thing. I've been subscribed. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at Chili's and Roblox, Render, Bitcoin Cash, SOFI stock, and Stater. And I'm going to have to cut off the super chats. We got a lot in there, 71, 73. I mean, you can always send love, but I don't know if I'll be able to get to the super chat as the show is starting to wind down. All right. So this is on Maxi, KuCoin. Look, I mean, that's a head and shoulder pattern, clear as day. Clear as day. That's 68% chance breaking to the downside, everyone. That's it. Very simple stuff for me. Yeah, that's likely breaking down to this area somewhere at the 786. I'd be looking at Chili's at about 068. It's a head and shoulder pattern, everyone. So likely to break to the downside. And that's pretty easy for me to see. You know what I mean? That's not rocket science. And I see Chili's down here at about, 6.8? And we'll reconvene from there. That was fast and easy. I wish they were all that easy. Let's take a look at Rollbit. Rollbit on, where's Rollbit the best? Rollbit on Uniswap, Polonian X. Yeah, and this thing's a betting coin, right? So it's going to probably continue to rally. I don't like the spread. The spread's a little weak. A lot of candle chop. But yeah, and what I'm looking for is probably, I'd be looking for the ascending, the cup there. I mean, the cup to the downside on the right side. And then that will make a move to the upside. We could possibly come all the way to the 618, a little sharper. But yeah, this is what I see happening for Rollbit on Polonian X. I also want to take a look at it if I can on Uniswap. I just want to get the best picture I can for it. RBL, right? Not RLB, yeah. Rollbitcoin. Oh, they got it on Kraken. Oh, no, maybe they don't. Take a look at the ETH pair. So look, I looked at it down here at the 618. Look at my old work. It played out perfectly. So last time I saw it was somewhere here at 9, and it doubled up to 18. All right. Nasty dump now there too for Rollbit. And Bitcoin back above 36,000. They're just going after the longs and the shorts. They're playing games. Now you got some liquidity here too. Now they kind of spread out the liquidity. And now he's lower, 34.5 now. Some guy just put a 34.5 order. We may take a nasty dump. Everybody, be careful. Be careful. That's telling me I may have to tether up. You know what I mean? In my swing bags. That's breaching that beautiful neckline that you had too, your support of resistance area. So look. Rollbit got bumped up pretty nicely. I don't know what's happening to price action. It does look like it's going to eventually go somewhat parabolic, though. It would have to hold this line, though, right now on the daily. Like, this daily would have to bounce back to the upside. And a chance you're making a bigger, a cup and handle. This reminds me of that Steve Aoki song, right? Gotta get up. Gotta get up. Get up. Wake up. Wake up. Gotta get up. Get up. He's like, move ya. Move ya. Get the F up. I don't like to swear. He's like, I'm not into that. I don't use profanity on my show. I think it's horrible because there's young kids that are watching the show with their moms and dads. There's kids literally that watch the show with their dad. There's a bunch of different people that have told me their kids watch the show with me and their dads watch with them. I mean, you know what I mean? So we don't like to, I don't like to curse on the show. I don't like to use profanity. A lot of the channels I'm on, the guys are swearing on the show and I'm just like, I don't say anything, but I'm like, it's not the brand I want to be pushing, you know what I mean? There's a lot of kids out here that want to learn and they want to teach themselves. They want to be special. It's like, we don't need it. So Rollbit, I would look for it to come down It's possible it makes a giant double bottom, but right now it's hot. So I don't see how it could get such a pullback. Everyone talked about it. Has a good working system. Things are going well for it, you know? Anyway. But yeah, I mean, if it loses this trend line, it's going to test this line. It could come all the way back down, but 618 golden pocket. It looks like you'll bounce somewhere off the 15.7 area, right? Let's take a look at our baby render. I think he wrote R&D, right? Let's just make sure there's no R&D. Because remember R&D in my head. All right, it still comes out as render, Rand mining. Funny. Let's take a look at render here on MEXC. Wow, render's been hot. So I put out render in this little flag last night. I liked what I was looking at for render. Rendered up 47% now and doing damage. Had a wick all the way up to 56. Came back down, but still holding some gains. And look, that's a cup and handle on render. All right, just, you know, period. Look, it's also somewhat of an Adam and Eve. See that? There's your Adam and Eve right there. Broke to the upside. Amazing how that happens and plays out. They don't have to be a perfect double bottom. All right. So we're going to delete all the work. Remove the moving averages for a second. Go look at the weekly. So you're at a big weekly resistance right now at 286. You flip that, you can easily punch up to 377, and then your next level is 515. It's almost looking like somewhere by, you know, let's say late January. I don't see how this thing isn't at $5, but you never know. We may have a Santa rally like you wouldn't believe. But people also like to sell the Santa rally off, so just be careful, you know. Especially Asia, they're going to do like, you know, they're going to give people a lot of gifts, the red envelopes, and they're going to sell. So it came to the 618 golden pocket, bounced beautifully off of it in the cup and handle. Look at that. This says it has more legs to the, you know, it has more upside, right? I don't see why this thing can't get all the way up to like 487.50 possible, right? And then right there, right, I moved 487.5. It's over bottom of the weekly though, and it's out of resistance. I slap on my moving averages now and see the daily. I'm looking for this to go sideways above support or make a falling wedge. We don't know which one it's going to do, and you could pull a mini fib here after the other fib. And I'd be looking somewhere at 250 really for my rendered buy zone. Okay. Let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. Sitting sideways for so long. Took a nice hit though to the downside there, 223. Struggling. You know, market structure's nice. It could be a buy the dip moment. But to me, it's starting to lose structure. See that? I'm really adamant about structure. It's starting to lose structure. I don't like what I'm seeing. Stops below. I'll cut the trade off, you know, if I have to, and just wait it out. I like a better setup when things are running. This thing had all time to do its thing and just didn't do it. You know, I was in it. I gave it its time. And again, it could bounce right back inside the pattern and continue to rip. But I'm kind of over it. For me personally, I'm over it. But you know, it's cool. Huh. Yeah, it didn't hit the stop loss, but once it loses this level, it's going to test 210. That's its next stop. And if Bitcoin takes a dump, this thing's gonna dump a little more too. Doesn't mean it's over for sure. I mean, we could open it up and say it's still inside a pattern. It's not the worst thing in the world, and it could definitely get a bounce. Let's take a look at our 1 minute, our 1 hour, and our 15. And this is where I get it. You know, I start to wind down every time at this time. I mean, it's 12 o'clock. My body's like, I don't know how we do it every time. I don't know how the stream went by. I feel like I just started the stream. And every day I do it. I don't, it's insane. It could get a bit of a bounce here. The 4 hours oversold. Let's take a look at our 1. 1 doesn't look amazing though. I don't like this structure. I really don't like how it just like, that's definitely like a stop hunt of something. Just dumped, right? See that? So you want to see it break back inside the falling wedge or break to the top of the channel. $15-minute is all right. Doesn't speak to me right now. I don't like the setup. You know, I'd wait for it to kind of come up and consolidate again, and then I'd be more interested in it. SOFI and Stater. SOFI technology. Someone asked me about this. It was like in the dumps, remember? And I was like, I don't like. I remember us, right? This thing is whack, man. 5-day chart looks interesting. You have resistance right here. You have support here. You're in a falling wedge touching support. You kind of have some hidden bullish. Should get a bit of a bounce off the hidden bullish in the 5-day oversold. Yeah, I see this getting there, but it's probably going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It might take 50 days to get to 14. But, I mean, you definitely made a triple bottom. You had a shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. You broke up. You retested the neckline. And now you're in a falling wedge flag. That likely can break up. And that's a bit of a cup and handle to the upside. I do see this somewhere at about 14. But by April, though, it looks like it could take a while. I don't know exactly. The timing's not perfect on charts, but somewhere into 2024. Stater for USDT. I believe it's only on KuCoin. No, there it is on MEXC. Look at Stater on the daily, and it's got a bit of a cup and handle, but see how it doesn't have a full spread? I don't like to. It means it's a low cap, and it's going to be hard to get in and out for anything over $500 to $1,000. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but that's kind of what it says. All right. Does want to break out. You got some support and resistance, but not my bag. Now, if you really like the project and it could do something, let's take a look at if we have Stater on like another platform that makes sense. Yeah, but it's in a cup and handle, touching the 21-day moving average, oversold. Could make a move. Not too impressed, though, You can almost say this is like a slanted, jagged Adam and Eve double bottom, too. I'm just not in love with it. All right. Wow, Bitcoin just got a massive short squeeze to the upside, everybody. Oh, my God. Look at that. And I can't say I called that. That was insane. That's why you don't trade on Fridays. They just smash the shorts. Look, we want to see, did we get back above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour? That's all that matters. Oh, my God. And look, it was a bit of a double bottom, though. We did call that double bottom. Before it happened today, I said, look out for the double bottom. Watch it come in double bottom. And I even said to my trading group, I said, watch out for that double bottom. Oversold on the 1 hour time frame. Massive move for Bitcoin, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's going to be good for all our coins, man. And that just solidified it. Now we got above that support of resistance. Now we need to hit the resistance, though. But, dude, they just smashed the shorts, man. And that's one I didn't call, all right? They caught me off guard, all right? I'll give it to you today. I didn't get it today. Every day I'm like, look, I called it. But, look, at least I was here. Look at that massive short squeeze, man. That came out of nowhere. That came out of absolute nowhere. And look, they spoofed the chart. They spoofed all this liquidity down here, and they sucked everyone into a short. Look at that. Did I trade? No, I did not. I bought a bunch of Bitcoin last night, though. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, this just changed my whole day, man. Dude, I'm so excited. I love this. But again, watch them just bring it right back down, too. It's crazy. But that was an insane move. Oh, my God. What just happened? Something must have happened. There must be some news. Cheem, there's got to be something about the ETF or something, right? I mean, what the heck? Or is that just an insane move? Oh, my God. That was insane. Bitcoin just boomed, babe. Babe, you got rich again. You married me. Oh, my gosh. She's like, I don't care. I'm sick with a baby. I'm making a baby. And how does a woman make a baby? Like, how does that happen? Like, just insane. Wow, though. They just wicked it up and down. I'll tell you that, though. That was just and they wicked it right to the 200 SMA. Look at how creepy the 200 is. Don't get too excited. That move was insane. What the heck are they doing? We need smaller time frame price action to see what they're doing here. Even the 1 minute is just ridiculous. Some whale just went after another whale, or there was whale games going on. But look, see this bullish cross right here? I'm about to long that. See, now I would long this. See how the 200s, the 50s crossing the 200? That's likely a pump right now. I'm about to long that right now in front of y'all. Because it's just kind of what I go for. All right? Dude, AGI Futures is getting an event. That's awesome. Oh, wow. Now it's ripping right back. Let me take a look at the one. I might even have time to make the trade. Unbelievable. I just love when Bitcoin pumps, man. I can't stand when it's bearish. I don't like watching Bitcoin be bearish. Gets on my nerves. Now we're getting it in. We got liquidity right there above us. We're likely going up there. Dude, something happened? Something had to happen. ETF pump. I literally got through that trade 1 minute before the pump and had to take 100% profits. Insane. Sammy going to shoot. You know, but I got a crazy opportunity to come to Boston a few days, first week of December, and would love to catch a dinner. I would love to bring you to dinner, man. On me, brother. I'll take you to the nicest steakhouse in Boston. I'll take you to the Moo. All right? I'll take you to Straga or the Moo. I'll treat you like, dude. I'm in on this right now. Something's happening. Something is going on. Something is going on right now. Like, this is insane. Oh my God. They admitted the ETF is approved, just not in kind. 1 minute struggling now. See that rounded top? Yeah, price action is out of control right now. Like, something's going on. Like, this is insane. What happened, team? I need something. You guys got to give me something. Like, nothing? Master friend, somebody out there, please. Anybody, Sean, Jamie. Something's going on. You guys like, what the heck? I called that before it happened. SEC delays #DEX ETM. Any news? Has to be news related. I was late, man. Look, the second it's like it's weird. It's like that's consolidating now. If it stays above the 200, there's no reason to keep the trade down. That's a bull pennant now. What the heck was that? Just a massive long... Look, they just liquidated all the shorts so massively. Man, it's starting to round, man. Now it's got the Adam and Eve double top. I got in too late. I'm at the cutoff. 36 bucks. I aped it. I shouldn't have aped in like that. That was an impulsive move. Kevin O'Leary warns the approval of the spot ETF could take up to 18 months by the SEC. Oh, whatever, man. That guy's whack, bro. Like, don't bring up that guy. That guy sucks. You know what I mean? Chatter SEC Trading and Markets engaged with exchanges this week on spot Bitcoin ETFs, is advising them that they'd like the ETFs to do cash, creates versus kind, has asked them to get in amendments the next couple weeks. This isn't unexpected, but good sign nonetheless. Interesting. And he's a senior ETF analyst at Bloomberg. So, like, that tweet just sent them, it probably just sent us up, man. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, right? And now I'm getting sloshed. See, don't chase pumps like that. Don't chase pumps.
Right now on Crime Watch Daily.
What is that?
Here in New York.
What is that? How is that happening? Sorry, I don't know. What the heck? Oil? Bitcoin? I'm out. Look, I got smashed. I just lost $100 in front of you guys being stupid. All right, I just did something dumb. Don't do what I did. I got a little too excited, man, and I jumped in late. He'll say he'll do anything for money. Kevin O'Leary sucks, man. Don't do what I just did, all right? I made a mistake. I make mistakes all the time, but dang, man. It's a pump and dump. Like, so insane. I wanted to get right there, and I was late to the party. Market maker got me. Yeah. And I never do that. I never do that. So just, if you've never watched me before, it's something I've never done. So I made a mistake. I got a little too excited. ETFs to do cash creates first kind and has asked them to get in amendments the next couple weeks. This isn't unexpected, but a good sign nonetheless. Yeah. Trust me, I never do that. I made a mistake. I feel embarrassed now. You know what I mean? But I don't lose a lot of money. Looks like a double bottom, actually. Let's see. I didn't set my setup. I didn't wait right. You know, I made an impulsive move. Even I can make dumb moves. Trust me. Even I have to tell myself to chill out. All right? All the time. Thank you. Let's not forget he heavily endorsed. Yeah, I know he did. First time I ever seen you do it, though. Yeah. Now it's making a bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom. Look at this. But I don't trade Fridays, man. I told myself not to trade a Friday. I won't do it. I'm aping in. Nah, I don't ape. Hey, do whatever you want. I wouldn't touch it. I don't trade Fridays, man. I made a dumb mistake. I like the pump, though. I got a little too excited, man. That was crazy. It was unexpected. They caught me off guard, you know. Who cares when Bitcoin's trading at 1 million? You know what I'll do I'm gonna have to make it better now. All right, I'll show you how we make this better. All right. I got to do something to make it better, right? And so I'm gonna buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. All right, that will make me feel better. All right. Buy some more BTC spot. All right, there we go. All right. Long shorts wrecked. Yeah, they got everybody. 40K now, the ride's the weekend. Yeah. Is master friend of the house. Love learning lessons. Don't beat yourself up. I don't know. I know that lesson. I never do it. And I had to do it in front of people. I'm an idiot. You know, you just lost more than I've seen you gain in one day. This guy's such a weirdo. I made 15 grand last night, you clown. So weird. Pump before the pump. I bought 100. Oh no, geez, Sam. Who cares, guys? Don't worry about it. It's $100, guys. I'm okay. You know, I've made over like 10 grand today. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. I'll make it through. The super chats paid for the loss. You know, how's that? Look, I'm up 76 in super chat, so I lost $25 on the show. How's that? It was actually 88, so I lost $12. All right, so there you go. I feel like we're in a new chapter of this market. Things are a bit different. It is. Sam is the man. Met Master Friend last night. What a great dude. Yeah, he's an awesome man. Just keep it, bro. Bitcoin is going to hit 40K minimum. Dude, I would never sell my Bitcoin. It was a fun month. I caught a $14 gain. I was late. I just got late. I got late to the party. I was just trying to catch a quick scalp. I was like, oh, that thing looks like it's going to... I didn't know what was going on. Honestly, didn't know what was going on. Like, that was weird. Call for ETF approval next week before Thanksgiving. That'd be so awesome, man. We need 36.2. Yeah, we still need to get back above this resistance here to remain bullish. 36,650. Let's look at it closely. I'm also tired. At the end of the show, I was done. You know, it's kind of good. You guys know I lose stuff all the time. Someone just chatted you $100 just now out of love for the $100. What? Nah, it's all good. What do you mean? All right, now you guys are playing with me. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Do you like Mitch Ray? Yeah, honestly, Mitch Ray inspired me to do what I do to this day. I used to watch him all the time. You know? Yeah. I closed my long 2 times. Yeah. Someone just super chatted you $100. Just someone just super. No. I was like, what is he saying? It's crazy. I used to watch Mitch. Now I get more views than Mitch. I think that's insane. Like, he used to be someone I looked up to. Now I get more views than him. It's so weird. All right, everyone. And with that, I got to bounce. Anyone here hating on you is a joke. They're spending their time watching you. Don't worry, man. I don't think about it. I don't even think about it. I don't even think about it. Looks like it's gonna moon though. Hold up. Look, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom on the 32nd. You see it? Adam and Eve right there. See that? That's an Adam and Eve, man. That thing is likely to blow. So look, let me set up my chart like I'm supposed to. All right, hold on. Let me redeem myself here. Show you what's up real quick, you young whippersnappers. Too high on the stochastics now. I'm not trading this insanity. I told you I wasn't trading Fridays, and I went against my rules. You know what I mean? Sam, please check this 7-minute. Why? It's going to give me less data than the 1 right now. I can't. It's no point. You want to be on the 1 minute. Don't tell me what trade to trade. Yeah. Nah, they're likely just going to shred us right back down now. And look, my resistance that I talked about all day, like we have to get back above the zone. We didn't get above it yet. Still resistance, 36,650, right? Yeah, now you kind of have a shoulder head and a right shoulder dumping to the downside. I'm also spent, everybody. I'm tired. I'm out for the day. Math is wild, boss. 49K, very fib 130, strange fib, man. Yeah. This beat slaps. This is the short squeeze. They definitely want 37,000, but they got 36K here too. But usually the movement will continue into the realms of the short squeezes. Nah, don't worry about that CME gap. We got a CME gap at 19,000, bro. Don't even stress that CME gap. It's a waste of your time. Trust me. Waste of your time. Yeah, you need to be focused on, anyone who's focused on that CME gap down there, it's a waste of your time. You need to be focused on the 5-day chart and the 200 SMA. That's what you need to be focused on, all right? And look, you could learn from me. You can learn everything, and your stupid decisions, your human emotions can still make you lose a trade, all right? So just remember that. I'm not perfect. I'm human. It's good to be human, everybody. It's good to be human. It's good to come back down to earth every once in a while, all right? How to come down out of my Escalade. No, I'm just mad. You know what I mean? But, you know, that's a nice little bull flag. I get a golden cross there on the 50, and we're oversold. And what you're looking for is some hidden bullish in some way, shape, or form. telling us that this could be the next trade to the upside. For sure. For sure. My guy, ha ha ha. Yeah. Cardanas. Go to the store and get me 10 packs of Cardanas. I think it's all manipulation. They know ETF is coming soon and they get in at the lowest price and they can push it down. Yeah, they're just going to mess around. That's what they're doing. Good education. Thank you. Fluxing on them to the upside. I know, right? You're way too emotionally charged to trade futures. No, I'm not. Who's this guy? I trade futures every day of my life, you weirdo. You don't know me, man. Why do people say things that they don't know? Guys, can you just tell this guy is out of his mind? Crypto G-Pop? You're way too emotionally charged to trade futures, man. You're the man, Sam. Don't let it eat you. Love you, brother. I'm not going to think about it ever again. Honestly, who joined the newsletter? Let me go back to who joined the newsletter, all right? And I'm going to pick a name right now. Oh, I can't. Oh, maybe I can. Yeah. No, it doesn't let me go past nice, trippy music. See that? Doesn't let me go further back in time. I should be able to go all the way back to all the chats, right? I mean, that thing's about to pump. You see that? That's about to pump. I mean, look at the low stochastic. If the 30-second chart's low, yeah, that thing's about to moon, right? See, now this is how I would trade futures. Let me teach you. And I'm not, hold on. I'll prove to this man I'm not emotionally charged to trade futures, but I don't have to trade if I don't want to. Make that really clear. But look, this is how I trade it. Let's take a look. Delete everything. And it is Friday, too. Remember, man, we were talking about how they're going to jack up the liquidity. But now you're above a 200 SMA. Some good signs of some good things possibly happening. You have a support of resistance right there because you have the 200. All right. And I didn't even need to cut the trade off. I could have kept it alive. I didn't do supportive risk management. I didn't get in the way I'm supposed to. I just aped in. I never ape in. That's not the way I do things. Everything has to be done correctly and right, or I can't make the trade, period. And that's how someone like me who isn't emotional can handle any trade. You just got to calm down and use a system. That way you're not using yourself and your emotions. You're using a system, period. No other way to do it, all right? Trader gets liquidated live on camera. Yeah, right. I didn't get liquidated, just to make it clear. I lost $80 or something, right? Like, I'll be okay. I'll make it. This is a trade that I would take, you know, if it wasn't a Friday on low liquidity. Now they're playing with price action. And before I get into the trade, I'd hit this. I'd set my take profit at 37,164. I set my stop at 36,114. And there you have it. All right. Low stochastics. Risk $70 to gain 248. Right? And totally redeem myself, right? And I'm not going to force a trade just to prove that I can make the money back. I'm not going to do that either. That's a dumb move, right? Or a not well thought out position. We have resistance still for Bitcoin sitting at 35,525 now, 36,525. Look, now we're dwindling on the 1 minute. Now they don't know what to do. So funny. Now they can't move price action. Oh, now you got no liquidity except for 37K, though. So likely that's going to play out. I'll take the trade. We'll see what happens. And then once the trade ends, I'll get out of here. I can't believe I'm here till 2:20, though. Oh! Now I sit here and wait. So weird, man. Price action is just out of control today. And you either get stopped out or you hit the trade. That's it. There's more liquidity to the upside on BOOKMAP, suggesting that we do go higher, right? The worst I could lose is $80, so I'm not stressing it at all. I'll just leave this on and walk away. Yeah, everyone, I'm going to bounce. I got to go talk to my wife. I'll keep this on if you want to watch the trade. God bless everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. God bless everyone for coming on in. If I missed the super chat, forgive me, but I do got to run. And God bless everybody here on the live. And I'll keep this trade on and I'll bounce. Everyone, I love you. You can watch the trade. I'll see you later on.